Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar, y si no hay para emigrar. Todo money, money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el botín entero. Funny, funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienes lo verde siempre llegará primero. Pero llegaremos antes o después. Solo a lo suyo, que Dios te lo ve. Que por más que tarde lo veré caer. Somos más lo bueno y tenemos fe. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo voy. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón, porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción. Yeah. No me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes, tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo voy. Money work. Yeah. El mundo quiere dinero. Yeah. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. De corazón. La plata no te hace ser feliz. De corazón. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Yeah. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Lunes. Lunático. Yeah. Lunes. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work.
Hey, can y'all hear me out
Se
here?
arregla con dinero.
Can y'all hear my mic?
Money work.
Is this
Si me
CGI,
quiero
y'all?
educar, dormir en algún lugar.
Hey, yo, we
Un
just
lugar
hit the
para
go
trabajar.
live button.
Y si no
Can
hay
y'all
para
hear me?
emigrar. Todo money,
Can I get some
todo
ones
el
in the
dinero.
building?
Solo un par de gente
I've
se
been
lleva
gone
el botín
3
entero.
months on my last
Pasa
sabbatical.
verdadero. Si tienes lo verde siempre
I
llegará
don't know if I can-
primero.
I don't know if I can do this anymore,
Pero
guys.
antes o después. Solo a lo
I
suyo,
don't
que Dios
know
te lo
if I
ve.
can do this
Más que
anymore.
tarde lo veré caer.
You can hear me.
Somos lo
Press ones
bueno
in the
y
chat.
tenemos
We're about to
fe.
get cooking here in a
Dinero
second,
ya lo
y'all.
veré.
Oh, okay, I see a few more. Hey, what's going on, people? What is going on? What is
De dónde
kicking?
vengo ni cómo
I
voy.
feel foreign right now. You gotta give me a few seconds to get my bearings
El mundo
right.
quiere dinero.
Oh man. I'm know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let this song ride out here, and then we're gonna get going here, you know, because we just hit the go live button.
Se arregla con dinero.
How's everybody feeling today, y'all? As we get started here,
Money
it's
work,
March
yo digo las
13th.
cosas como
Today
son. No
is
quiero
my birthday.
ninguna
It's also
aceptación.
Kevin
Tampoco
Samuel's
vengo a
birthday.
pedir
So
perdón
salute
porque
to
mis
the
sentimientos
tribe,
se volvieron
salute
la
to the
canción.
people.
Yeah,
It's
no me vale
Tdnd,
mucho como tú me ves. Sabes, tú me llegas solo a los
Petty
pies.
Shabazz,
Para mí ser
aka,
grande
I
es
got
un
too many
interés. Ser un
AKAs,
buen humano
and I
para
am
mí es un
so happy to be
deber.
back.
Dinero ya lo veré.
Hey,
No
I'm
vendo
gonna
mi
cut the music
alma,
off in a
lo
second.
lograré.
I'm just letting it ride. I don't
Seré
care.
el más grande, no
Y'all wanna hear the
olvidaré
music. I'm not supposed to talk
de
over the
dónde
music technically.
vengo ni cómo voy. Money
Hold on.
work.
Let me let it ride out. And then we're going to get going here. I got to go to the top of the chat here, too, in a second. Oh, man. Let me just write the song out. We at the end now, guys. We are at the end. I feel rusty, guys. I just need a minute to get the rust off. You know what I'm saying? Let me just let the music ride out for like a minute. And then we'll do this here. Because y'all missed this track. Remember when Kevin Samuels was rocking? Hey, man. Y'all was jamming to this all the damn time. Oh, let's get it. Now, let me go. I don't know how you StreamYard no more, guys. Did I miss the live? I'm going to go for the whole chat. We live right now. Don't you see us live right now? It's hitting hard. Okay, we about to cook it. Oh, we got to do this song, man. StreamYard made a whole bunch of changes, guys. Give me 1 second. There we go. There we go. Yeah. All right, people. I just had to let that ride out. I ain't heard that in a minute, y'all. So what's cracking, baby? No, two twists, man. This is my natural hair, baby. We just curly like that. All right, guys, we back in the building. Did y'all miss me? I have not dropped the live or any other content since last year, y'all. I hate that my stand is acting janky right now. Give me 1 second, guys. I have not dropped any content since December 9th, guys. It's a whole new year since I dropped some content. So how you living? You miss me. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do, guys. I wanna go through the chat. I just wanna see the few comments we got here, and we're gonna get cooking here. We're gonna get the cooking. I'm gonna explain to you why I've been missing for so long. I'm gonna tell you some other things going on, and we're gonna get right to business because the streets miss me. Because I'll keep it a buck here, guys. I be on YouTube on my downtime that I haven't been making no content, and I'm just looking for content creators. I'm looking for videos. I'm looking for lives. I can only find a few people because a lot of people in this game ain't making good content. So you know what though? The YouTube streets miss me. I got to get back into this dizzle here. So let me scroll back to the top of here, yo. We're gonna get cooking here. Hold on, let's go back to the top of the chat here. We got to represent here. My man, Pooh Man. Hey, Pooh Man been checking on me since I've been out. He's sending me emails. Hey, yo, man, I hope you're all right, man. You coming on your birthday? What's popping? So shout out to Pooh Man, one of the best mods in the game. He's still showing love and kicking it for your boy here, dropping the cash app. Y'all know what to do here, guys. Hey, these lives don't pay for themselves, okay? So cash app that dude named Dan. Appreciate it. You can follow me on X. I'm a bully on X, guys. I be talking a whole bunch of stuff on X. We're going to get into it while I be doing that here. So you can follow me on X so I can go ahead. You see me talk my ish here. Instagram, I ain't be post most on Instagram, but we're going to get that popping soon, man. And you see how Pooh Man be doing me here, man. He keeps it mad thorough. Says, if you're from your mobile device, become a member. Shout out to my man, Pooh Man here. And then last but not least for him, he says, happy B-Day. Salute to you, man. My man, JD in the building for support. What's going on with you, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see here. We got Rican Princess in the game here. Happy birthday. That's what's up. What's going on, Juice? What's going on, Honey Smile? A lot of March, December 20. Oh, shout out to you next Friday then. All right, yo. I better see you again. All right. That's what's up, girl. Next Friday. All right. What's going on? Good to see you here. You know, what's going on, LG? D. Samuel says, happy birthday, Miami Dave. What's popping? We got Quick in the building. What's popping, Quick? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. All right, let's keep it scrolling there, here. Let's see here. Yo, what's going on, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, yes. Let's see here. Scroll down here a little bit more here. Hey, y'all dropping the love already? Hold on. Y'all showing love already. Shout out to my man MOP in the building, dropping the $2 holla, man. Gotta keep the blue plates passing. I ain't said that in a long time. All right, man. I don't even know how I'm gonna do my tagline, man. Hold on. MOP. Yeah, I gotta get the soundboard back. Brother. Salud. Thank you for the holla. Thank you. Right back at you with the $2 holla. Oh, man, I feel a little rusty here, but it feels good to be back, y'all. It feels good to be back. Shout out to you, MOP. Thank you for being back in the building, man. Let's see here. Oh, shout out to my man, Upper, man. He dropping the memory chat saying, what's up, TDD in chat? Got to see you back. I'm hanging out in the background, getting ready for work at the moment. Ninja watching. Salute to you, brother. Salute to you. Thank you on the Ninja Watch. I appreciate that. Got to show the love to the members and to the super chats here. Let's keep it moving here. I see Pinball in the game. What's popping, Pinball? Kiss My Grits in here saying, did I miss the live? No, you didn't. All right. I'm just getting caught up now. So I can barely hear you. Your sound is superimposed with, no, I'm not, okay, I'm getting caught up here. We don't care about the music with me. I just let that music ride. I didn't give a damn back then. Right that few seconds there. Okay, let's see here. Brother Dave, we miss you, man. Welcome back. Glad you're doing your thing and staying safe. Yeah, no doubt, man. Let's see here. We keep going down here. I'm just going to get fast through it. Let's see here. Who's in the game here? Got a lot of happy birthdays. Thank you, Pete. Pete in the game. Yes, man. Thank you, Quick. Appreciate the happy birthday, Jester. Thank you, Quick, my man. How's your health doing, man? Good to see you out in here, man. Let's see here. Thank you for that birthday wish upward, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Who else in the building? Who else in the building, man? Oh, hold on. Did T. Orlando sneak in here? Oh, you must be on the other chat, T. Orlando. That's why I don't see your comments. Hold on. I see everybody saying what's up to you. Did I miss you, T. Orlando? What's your name? All right, well, we'll get to you, to my number one hater, resident hater. You know you gotta have that. Go Creaky, what's going on? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's going on, Thomas? What's popping here? Yes, indeedy. All right, y'all, let's get cooking here, man. Sending some love here. Let me get set up over here, guys. Give me 1 second. I need to switch accounts. Nah, are we over here? What's going on? Are we watching here? We're not over here? Oh, would I be a monkey's left nut, guys? Hold on. Let me fix this really fast. That didn't sound right, did it? I'd be a monkey's left nut, because that's not a good place to be. All right. Yeah, okay, I see the problem now. All right. Why is it delayed? Let's do this here. Okay, here we go, guys. All right, let's get cooking here. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the pull-up. We're going to get cooking today, man. I've been gone for a minute. If you forgot who I am, let me reintroduce myself. I am that dude named Dave, Tdnd here. I started in YouTube back in 2022. The reason why you see Kevin Samuels in the thumbnail, if you clicked on it here, because me and Kevin Samuels have the same birthday. And when I got started back in 2022, that was my stick. I was reacting to Kevin Samuels videos, and then we morphed and started adding like Steve Harvey reactions with his simp body self. We were doing Kendra G with her dating show, with her jankiness, with all the women that's coming on there. And we started reacting to other content creators and then doing pop culture and stuff like that over the years going on. And here we are now, fast forward to 2026, y'all. This is the first live of the year. That's a problem that I'm doing my first live in March here, but I'm gonna get into that in a second because a lot's going on in that dude's life. You know what I mean? And we're going to get into the stuff why I've been missing, and then we're going to get back to the regular scheduled program, to the Tdnd. You know, before I get to the next comments here, I just got to state this for the record here. I need to send a hello, a shout out, mad love to all my foundational Black American brothers and sisters in the crew here, in the chat here, or if you're gonna catch us in the replay gang, if you're in the Shadow Realm Ninja watching, shout out to y'all, man. Replay gang in the future, shout out to y'all as well, man. Shout out to the FBA family, because I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. This delineation movement is in full swing. This delineation movement of us reclaiming what is ours, our lineage, our bloodline, our birthright to understanding that we are a special people. We are not some generic Africans. We are not continental Africans, all right? We are the reason, we are the special sauce why this country cooks the way it cooks today. So shout out to my FBA brothers and sisters in here, because I know y'all beautiful, right? I can't be nothing but black. I'm black 17 times during the week and infinity on Sunday, baby. I'm gonna talk more about, in my time off, guys, I've been on a whole bunch of social media circles, whether I'm on X, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok. I navigate through the YouTube streets because it's really janky around here, and people are upset at foundational Black Americans. They are mad at us. They're calling us a cult. You niggas don't know who you are. What? You niggas don't know. I literally had somebody on X last week who told me I did not even do my family tree lineage, and I don't know where the hell I'm from. What? Oh, I'm gonna talk about that in a second, guys. Now, let me get back to the chat here. We're gonna get into it in a second here. You can tell that, oh, EJ's in the building. What's going on, EJ? I got your shirt, EJ. I'm so mad at myself. EJ sent me a t-shirt over the holidays. I need to go upstairs so y'all can see the shirt here, man. You know what I mean? So let me get to these other supers here. We're going to get cooking here because I got a lot to speak on. Shout out to my man Pinball coming in with the $4.99 holiday. We're going to give you that penny to the $5 holiday. Pushing the green plates, passing, yo. Shout out to you. Hold on. Let's get Pinball in this mix here. Shout out to my man Pinball. Hey, brother, salute. Thank you for the holla. Thank you. Right back at you. With that $5 green plate. My man dropping the holla, man. Salute to you, Pinball. Hope you're doing well where you at, man. Hope life is good where you at, man. Says, hey, that dude named Dave, you sound a little low on the mic. I'm trying to turn up the headphones. Okay, let me do this here. I turn my mic up now. Do I sound better, people? Hey, if I do sound low, I'm not going to trip like I did in the past here because I've been doing a whole bunch of sound checks and I could not get my equipment working to save my life here. So I hope I sound a little bit better now. Hope that works, okay? Shout out to the B1 family in the house here. Let me scroll down here. I got my man EJ in the building. Shout out to EJ. Dropping the $2 holla, pushing the blue plates. My man EJ in the building. Happy birthday, Dave. We ain't Ish Crew. Brother, salute. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you. Thank you. Right back at you with the blue plates. Oh, snap, man. Y'all showing the brother some love today. Let me do this here. We're going to get to the bottom of the chat here. I'm going to get y'all up to speed, man. I don't want this to be a downer. There's some bad things that happen, but that's life, baby. That's how we cooking here. You know what I mean? So let me get into it here. Thank you, EJ, for that. I got to go upstairs and get your t-shirt to show what you got for your boy, man. So let's get into it, guys. I've been out and about here. What's going on, Thomas? Thomas showed up in the building. Good to see you, brother. So I've been out of pocket. As you know, I've been mad inconsistent. The last live was December 9th, I believe was the exact day. And before all this was going on, I had to renovate my whole house. Now, if you're wondering, I did not touch the back wall. I left this the same here, but I just got to keep it a buck with you guys. I love YouTube. Shout out to Google. You ain't going to hear me have no YouTube Google hate here. I ain't trying to lose my channel. Hey, YouTube, Google, you guys transpose all the words, the AI and everything. I like YouTube. I like Google. You ain't gonna get me demonetized. I need the check here. But I love what's going on here, what I do on my YouTube streets here. But the reason why I was out of pocket is because, doing the whole renovation in the house, and I'm a very picky OCD person. If my circumstances is not right, I'm just not gonna do it. If I have a choice, right? So I had a choice with the whole house being tore up, and I had to look at the fact that my family was a little bit displaced because of all the crap we went down. We literally started the renovations on my house. YouTube block coop up? Oh, for real? Oh, damn. I got to catch up with Theo, man. It's been a minute. But I started the house renovations in September, right? Literally the first Tuesday of September, like I went through the whole summer trying to interview people and just figure out what I was going to do with the house and whatnot. And then, once we hired somebody else, okay, we'll take a little break here and things of that nature. But the renovations hit mad snags, y'all. Oh, we went through some drama. Oh man, I ain't gonna tell the company's name, because he's a good guy. He went through a bad situation here, right? So we were above schedule. We were ahead of schedule because something happened with the master bathroom, had the first vanity delivered, straight cracked on the porcelain top there, right? Had to send that back. But the problem was the company didn't pick up for 4 days later. And then after they picked it up, they wouldn't let us get another vanity until the refund and then had to pay for another vanity. So literally off the rip, the renovations went to crap. So we went to the kitchen and started doing work in the kitchen, the countertops, the backsplash. Then we went to the second bathroom. And then, we went to the flooring. And then we were doing so much stuff. Guys, the only thing that was not touched in my house was the goddamn kitchen cabinets. I mean, every spot at this house has been upgraded, demolished, renovated, whatever the case may be, right? Here's where the kicker really happened. My last live was December 9th, right? I bet it was Anton. Hey, man, you talking about Anton Daniels, MOP? Is that you talking about? The Mr. Liar, Anton Daniels? Okay, so I called out Anton Daniels a liar 3 years, 2023, y'all. If you're talking about him, I called him as a liar years ago. And after that, then I already knew how his game was, but let's keep it moving here, right? So after that last live, I was hoping that this house was going to be done around, before that, I thought the house was going to be done around Halloween. Didn't happen. I thought it was going to be done by Thanksgiving. Didn't happen. I thought it was going to get done by Christmas. Didn't happen. Well, why is that? Well, I hired a general contractor, and he had some subcontractors. The guys did good work, but they were slow as hell. So by being so slow as hell, we went from above schedule to behind schedule. A week before Christmas, my contractor had fired the general contractor and brought some new booty cats in here, right? Just out of left field pizza. Dude's knocking my door. Hey, we're here to work on your house. I'm like, who in the hell are you? I'm not lying. He's like, yes, that grifter. Okay. I'm gonna get to y'all in a second. I'm getting this out of here before I forget. I'm gonna get to the supers and I'm gonna get to most of the chat in a second. So he comes at me talking about the general contractor ain't paid the subcontractor. He's behind and he's owed like $5,000 or $6,000. And then asked me to pay him. I was like, hold on, dog. No. That's not how this works here, right? I have a contract with the general contractor. So between me and him, he gets the check. I don't got a contract with you. He hired you to do the other labor work here, right? So any money problems, you got to holler at him, homeboy here. Because if I cut you a check and I already cut him a check, I'm paying double. You know what he said? No, I ain't been paid, Dave. So you're not being charged double? Yes, I am. I already cut a check to the general contractor. If I cut you a check, that's double dipping. You really think I'm gonna pay double for the work? Ninja, please, right? So all this was going back and forth to the point where that this dude threatened to put a lien on my house to get his money from the general contractor. Oh, hell no. I said, you need to go at the homeboy who hired you. You come after me, it's going to be consequences and repercussions, right? I was so pissed off, I hollered at T. Orlando. Yes, T. Orlando is a lawyer, guys. So I had to get some advice from him and things of that nature. Hollered at him, get some game in the nature. But everything got smoothed over. He kept it pushing. He kept it moving. Got new people in the cut here. Got the house started getting more and more worked on. And then we finally got the crib done in February. Yeah. We finally got the crib done here in February. Like I said, the only thing that I did not do to this house on the inside was do the kitchen cabinets, and that will be done by the end of the year. That's on the list. I'm telling you, we renovated and touched everything. We had 3 bathrooms house, completely renovated, demolished everything. Even got a walk-in shower. I got the jets on the walls. Yeah, boy, got a little bougie here. We got jets on the walls. We got the waterfall thing going and everything. The second bathroom's on point. Got the new walls going and everything, yo. We doing it. No carpet in this house. We got rid of all the carpet. I got bad allergies. Man, we got hardwood flooring throughout all 3 levels in the house here. We repainted the entire house. We threw out all the doors. All the doors gone. The molding, baseboards, all that brand new gone, all that stuff, man. We did everything to the joint here, right? And so got everything done in February, right? Thank God. I was so glad that this was done. But the reason why I didn't do any lives during that time period is because so many rooms were destroyed while I was going through this here. There was so much dust, so we were hanging out in the basement at times. We'll be in certain rooms. And then because of all the stuff that's been changed here, we got a lot of echo here, a lot of empty space now. And I couldn't do my family like that because they don't want to hear me yap and gap on YouTube while they're trying to relax. So I was like, let me take a break from YouTube. Let's get this house together. Once the house is together, boom, I'm back in the cut here. You know what I'm saying? And we know Dave got the bidet in the reading room. Dude, we got 2 bidets, brother. We got 2 bidets, pinball. You must have forgot. We got 2 bidets. We don't got 1. We got dos. Shout out to my illegal immigrants getting deported. I got dos. I got 2, baby. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we got the bidets in the bathrooms. The houses, it had to be done. My neighbor 4 houses down sold a crib for a price over $350,000 when I bought into my house. I was like, yo, they got 300,000 more than what we closed. It's time to do some work, baby. You got to get the work in to get that paper. So that's what we did here, you know? So the house is all looking nice. Everything is done. I will say, though, everything happens for a reason, and it seems like when it rains and pours. Because in the process of me getting my house done, I had to spend more money on furniture and appliances because things just started breaking and dying as we were going through it. Like in my basement right now, like this is the new studio. You can't tell the difference. All you see is a wall. This whole studio basement has been renovated. I literally have a new 75-inch TV on the wall. I'm watching myself right now. Reason why I got a 75-inch TV is because my 60-inch TV that I had down here died when we started renovations in the bathroom, in the basement here. I was like, damn. Hold on, where's it at here? Okay. Sorry, I had to look down at something. So I had to go get a new TV for the basement. Had to. This the family entertainment room. Had to do that, right? Then the fridge went out. Tier Orlando knows all this stuff too if he's in the background. I was telling Tier I had to get a new fridge. So I bought a new fridge 2 weeks ago, right? Man, these fridges are so damn expensive. But you gotta get what you gotta get, right? So after we got the fridge taken care of and everything, guess what happened to me, guys? The car died on me. The car died, y'all. The Beamer died. Rolled into 6 of my woes died. The 650 died on me, guys. Oh, this winter, Chicago's been so cold, and I have the soft closed doors. So, you know, when you just touch it and it closes on its own, right? But when it gets to like 10 degrees, it wouldn't work until you get the car warmed up. I said, let me take this bad boy to BMW, get this thing fixed, right? And I heard like a small knocking on the driver's side here. It's like, oh, man, the car's a little bit older here, but I had it for a minute. You know, let me go take the BMW, right? I'm thinking because it is an expensive car and it costs a lot to fix, I'm thinking I'm gonna be out like $5,000 to $6,000. I'm telling y'all, in my mind, I thought $5,000, $6,000, right? What BMW by my house does is they send you video. They send you an actual video of the whole diagnostic. They go through the engine. They have it on. They just literally record everything and show you everything, right? So the first estimate was $9,000. I was like, 9 G's. Then my man, the service manager, called me up. Mr. Jordan, how you doing? I'm doing good. I'm good. I saw the email. I saw the text message. You know, so the damage is $9,000, man. He's like, I'm sorry, Mr. Jordan. I wish I had better news for you. I'm like, you should have better news. What are you talking about? It's not 9,000. What? Did I miss something? I got the video quote. You know, I saw the video. I watched everything. He's like, yeah, but there was more damage. Sent me another video. And what did the video show? Both my front axles were jacked up and needed to be replaced. Driver front and passenger front. You know how much they told me for each axle? $4,100. Hold on, we ain't done yet. The reason why I brought it in for the door, $1,900. Hold on. We ain't done yet. They show me, Mr. Jordan, you have a coolant leak. And they shows that this is really bad right now. Another $3,700 because where is that to get fixed? And the big one that I did not see, that I realized that my car wasn't accelerating a certain way here. The turbos were shot. The twin turbos were done. That's another $4,500. We were already at 18,000. And we're not done yet. You know what they told me? You're gonna need new brakes by around October-ish. New brakes. Oh, also one last thing here. Your tires, you know, you're gonna need new tires. That's gonna be about another $1,500. Oh my God. So literally, if I had to get this car back to A1, I would have been around $21,000 to get it back to where it was. I'm like, I can drop 21,000 on a brand new car right now. Why would I drop 21,000 on my baby? So that was last Monday. And then your boy had to go buy a Range Rover on Saturday. So we're no longer the BMW family for a certain period of time right now. We bought a Range Rover here. Tierland told me not to buy one, but I saw a good deal on it. So I bought extended warranty on it. So we good to go. So I went and bought a Range Rover. Let me scroll back up here. I saw a Super come in. Let me go back up here. Drew was in the building. Drew came back and dropped a $20 holla, pushing the orange plates going on, saying, dude, where you been? Called you twice. Good to see you back. Drew dropped a $20 holla on your boy, man. I'm gonna leave that up here for a while. Hey, brother, salute. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. And right back at you with the orange salute. Got $20 in the house, y'all. Shout out to Drew for putting love in the game here. Upper man says, wait, Gavin Newsom is raising housing tax to 20%. God damn, for real? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. How much it run you, Dave? I gotta use Range, you know. I mean, it was, you know, it wasn't cheap. It wasn't cheap, but it wasn't expensive what I went buy because the game plan was, guys, that I told you I wanted a GLE 63S. That's the truck I want. And here's the thing. If I didn't drop $150,000 to renovate this home, I sure as hell could afford a brand new GLE at 130. Hell, I can get a used 63S for 90 if I didn't have to renovate this house. So the fact that the money I could have used to get a new GLE went to the house here, so I said, hey, let's just go ahead and get the Range Rover, right? But everything happens for a reason, I guess, because I went and got the car on Saturday. And I'm not gonna be long into this here, but I'm just gonna state it for the family. Everybody knows I went through a whole bunch of stuff the last several years and everything like that, as far as family health and sickness, stuff like that. And then the worst thing that can happen to me was that my mom's had a stroke on Sunday, y'all. Not lying. My mom had a mild stroke on Sunday, and I gotta say, I am thankful for my nephew Troy. I got to do this here. Shout out to my nephew Troy. Shout out to my nephew Troy, man, because my mom went to her religious service on Sunday morning, and then she came home, you know, and then she laid down, took a nap, and like early afternoon, my nephew went to check in on her and noticed that visibly the right side of her face drooped a little bit, right? Drooped just a little bit. And he was like, Grandma, smile for me. You know, she did a smile, you know, like that. So then my nephew ran to get his sister, my niece Olivia. Now Troy's 19, Olivia just turned 18. Troy's a freshman in college and Olivia's graduating. She's a senior in high school. So he went and grabbed his sister, and then they came back into her room and says, Grandma, I need you to smile for me. He's went through a lot, but the fact that he knew the procedure, I'm just giving you one thing, but he knew the steps on what to check for, even though you're not a doctor, for someone who had a stroke. And so after she smiled again, he immediately called 911, got the ambulance over to the house, and then he called me. Uncle Dave, something wrong with Grandma. I called the ambulance, you know, and I was like, all right, then. So I hopped in the whip. By the time I got to the house, because I don't live that far away, where I bought my house and everything, I literally live probably less than 10 minutes away. It's just straight shot, like 5 miles. I say down the street because only 2 turns, like what it is. So by the time I get to the house, she's already at the hospital. So me and my nephew, and we go to the hospital, and we go check her out and everything. And so they don't know nothing on Sunday. So she's in the emergency room, and they keep her overnight. So then by Monday, after all the tests, they explained to me that, yes, she did have a mild stroke. So she stayed there up until Tuesday evening. And then, you know, she's been home since here right now. So in the process of her being home right now, we have had 2 home nurses that's actually going to be in the building once a week. So one nurse came on Thursday. One nurse actually came today. I was mad because I came over early, and this nurse came early as hell, right? So for the next 2 months, my mom's going to have 2 nurses come on 2 different days every week for the next 2 months to check up on her. We got her on some new medication right now. And basically right now, she's about getting the blood flow going so that it starts pumping so that she can kind of get to where she was. Because of the situation that she's in right now, I got to keep it real. My mom, she just turned 83 last month, y'all. February 5th. February 5th, she just turned 83 years old, so I got to keep a close eye on the situation right now because she's susceptible to another stroke knowing the circumstances right now. So it's like, I'm just being real with you guys because me taking breaks the way it's been going on right now, it's so many things going on like work, family, things of that nature. But, as you guys know, like I lost my brother, I lost my dad, I lost 2 uncles last year. My best friend Zoe passed away 2 years ago. I lost a cousin two years ago. And that's just off the top of my head. You guys been following me for all my lives. You see me gone for a month, come back, had another death in the family. You see me come back, another death. I mean, literally, there's been so many. Like my aunt passed away last April, when I was in New York. So it's just a barrage of things. And then here's the thing that I have, been able to accept. When you're growing up, we have a large family. My mom comes from a family of 16, y'all. FBA in the south of Hazelhurst, Mississippi. She has 15 brothers and sisters, and then my dad has 6 siblings as well. And I forget on top of that too, right? My dad's younger brother passed away a few months ago. So on my dad's side of the family, all the siblings has passed away now. Like my dad passed away, like his sisters, his brothers, there's nobody left now. Like the youngest one, my Uncle Eddie, rest in peace, Eddie. I haven't done a live since he passed away, so rest in peace to Eddie Jordan, my uncle. He was the youngest. My dad was the second youngest, and then my uncle was the youngest here. And by him passing away, it's like a transition because they're all gone now. So like the next generation of cousins, stuff like that, we are the line now. So it's like a transition, but we've been going through so much stuff like this. And then with my moms, I almost didn't think I was going to pull up today, y'all. Just keeping it a buck. I almost didn't think I was going to pull up today, but you know what though? The show don't stop. Life is going to keep lifing, guys. We just got to make sure that we focus on our health. We focus on our young ones that's closest to us. Our old ones as well, our elders, things of that nature. And once we get to a certain, lane, we got to keep cooking and cooking, keep going on. We can't stop. Now, I take a break to breathe because sometimes the human brain plays tricks on us. And it's like, oh man, another thing happened, you get these lows, but then you got to snap out of it, guys. You got to get on your ones and twos and say, you know what? My time is soon too as well, but it ain't right now. I know my time is coming, but it ain't right now. I know my mom is going some things right now, so I'm going to be there for her. I'm going to be there for my nephew. I'm going to be there for my nieces. Got to be there for my family, things of that nature. I got to be there for myself, but I got to keep going too, man, because life don't stop. Just because you go through circumstances doesn't mean that the game stops. You got to keep going, keep moving through, and you got to be strong for yourself and for your family, man. So that's why I'm looking at it right now, y'all. I'm just keeping it a buck, and spade, a spade. I had my down moments, and I literally this morning said, do I really want to live stream today? Do I really want to come back now? Why do I want to do this? But you know what, though? I love doing this. So I'm back in the game right now. So I wanted to drop that on here to let everybody know what's been going on with me and everything. So let me go back to the chat here and see what else is going on here. Let me scroll back up. Y'all been talking here, and we're going to get a lot more interactive here. Hold on. Oh, I got a super here. Shout out to my man. Hold on. Thanks, Drew. Shout out to man Jay in the building. Welcome back, that dude named Dave, dropping the $2 holla. My man Jay in the building. Hey, Jay. Hey, brother. Salud. Thank you for the holla. Thank you. Right back at you. Hit the blue plate. We in the building, y'all. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it. Let me get back to the chat now. Let's get into it now. Let's see here. I know all too well what you're talking about. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Let me go back up a little bit more. I've seen a lot of stuff. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, I saw what Upperman said there. Jurgen, what's going on, Jurgen? Good to see you, man. Yeah, we got Jurgen in the building. Good to see you, bro. Okay. Yeah, thanks, MOP. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Yeah, let's see here. Scroll down. Hey, what's going on, Clifton? Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Thanks, Go Cree. Appreciate that. Peter, thanks, Peter. I wish you had speed recovery. My dad. Oh, for real, Peter? Hey, guys. Hey, man, send your prayers over to Peter, man. Peter just said his father just... See, your dad's passed away 2 months ago, man. Hey, man, I know that pain of losing your father, man. Everybody show y'all love to Peter, man. Peter been rocking me for years, man. And if y'all been here and knowing that, we family, man. So you get it, we get it, man. So, man, my heart goes out to you, brother. I know, like I said, I had a nervous breakdown when my pops passed away, man. So, man, I'm praying for you too, brother. We all here for each other. Let's see here. She will likely have to have medication. She's been on medication. She's been on medication, so that's not even an issue, So yeah, we got that going. What's going on, TVP? Vegas Paradise, man. Good to see you, man. Yeah, hey, man, I ain't been to Vegas since last year. Like, it's the new year, right? I go every year, TVP. But, man, Vegas prices is killing me, man. I could afford it, but they wildin'. They wildin'. I might go back to the Venetian, man. They just remodeled the Venetian, man. So I think my next trip to Vegas will be the Venetian because they remodel all their rooms, man. So I'm gonna holler at you when I do that trip, man. Thank you for the birthday wishes, bro. Let's see, I know that because I have to do that too. Says, yeah, I hear you, man. What's going on, Derek? You back in the game. Derek's back. He a new member. Hey, what's going on, man? You back in the game. Oh, Lord. Now I got to deal with Derek's junk now. Derek's back in the building, y'all. Let's scroll down here. All right. Thank you, Derek. Thank you. I appreciate you being a member again. So let me do this here. Okay. So I got that out the way now. I just want to give y'all guys an update because that's how I roll. You know what I'm saying? I give y'all, let you know. He's like, yo, what's going on today? So we back in the building. So let's get into this here. Got it out the way. You know, we going to keep pushing. We going to keep pushing. We a strong family. A lot of things happen. Oh, yeah. One more thing just to let you guys know. So, do you have a Discord now? No, I don't have a Discord, MOP. This is my first live back. I got to work my way to get into Discord. Appreciate David, everybody for the kind words. No doubt, brother, man. We got love for each other, man. No Discord yet, man. I got to get consistent again. I got to get this content going. So, one more thing, guys. Also, too, for the much big gaps, most YouTubers, when you saw me cooking and coming on every day, I had a vendetta. I was pissed off in 2022 when I got started because I got passed up for a promotion. You know, it happens, right? But at the time, I didn't understand the logistics. I didn't understand the business ramifications, why I didn't get it. Everything happens for a reason. I was pissed off. I was scorched earth. I was like, if you saw me how I was dropping content every day, I was on my Michael Jordan. Oh, I'm going to get this and I'm going to quit this job, bro. I'm sick and tired of these motherfuckers, even though they're paying me a damn good salary. I just in my feelings was just a little bit upset that I didn't get it. So 8 months later in 2022, when I got the promotion, I understood that they hired the other person because we were short on headcount. If they had promoted me, we couldn't get the extra body. So the idea was, let's bring this person in here so we get the headcount and then we'll give Davis money 8 months later. And that's what happened. But because of that promotion over the years and now, my workload has gotten so freaking crazy, guys, that's the reason why that you don't see me online the last 3 months when I finally have the house together. I could have streamed like probably sooner before all the stuff was happening because the basement was done. But and T. Orlando knew. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Gino? I talk to T. Orlando all the time. He was like, Ninja, you just retired from live streaming. You ain't coming back no more. I said, dude, I'm in New York. And I can't live stream when I go to New York, guys. I literally, at one point, I was going back and forth in New York like every 3 weeks. Like I literally did like 4 or 5 trips from like October to February. I think I was in New York like 5 times. Yeah. I come back home and then it got to a point, it's like, yo, I'm doing a whole bunch of these New York trips here. I had to go ahead and just get my travel bag together. I had to buy just separately. Don't even mix it in with my regular clothes and my regular toiletries and personal items. I literally created a separate travel bag and travel items because I was going back and forth to New York so many times. I'll probably be going back again soon. So when I could have came back last month, your boy was in New York. And I don't feel like carrying equipment or extra laptops, extra cameras. And by the time I get set up and from the travel, I'm tired as hell. Gotta get off work and then come back and try to come to y'all mofos to give you some content in the New York hotel. And I was like, you know what? I've made a conscious decision going forward that whenever I got to go out of town, I can't bring my equipment. I ain't doing it. I'm just taking a chill pill. You know what I mean? I'm literally in New York every 3 weeks. Just like, I'm back out there again, you know, so. Shout out to Derek, man. He coming back with the $5 holla, pushing the green plate here. Now we're going to get cooking now. Because now I got all the, the stuff out the way. We're going to get cooking here. My man says, Ninja. You had to come back at tax time. Miss you, brother. Yeah, cut that hair. Love you, brother. Where's the jukes box? Oh, this reminded me. I gotta get my hood on. It's birthday time, y'all. Let's take a birthday shot. Hey, Derek. Hey, brother. Salud. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Right back at you with that green. Hey, man. Hey, Derek. I watch you on Go Creek's lives, man. I'm glad I took a break. I needed a break, Derek, because if I was going on consistently the way I see you on Go Creek, hey, I ninja watch. You saw me pull up like 2 times, but I be ninja watching. I be hiding the shadows, right? I be seeing Derek. I saw Derek on the panel, and I was like, what the hell is this nigga talking about? I'm looking at Derek like, what is wrong with this man here? Why? And so I'm like, I needed this break so that people like Derek, I'm refreshed now. I got new energy now to handle the Dereks of the world. You know what I mean? mean? Because Derek ain't right at times, you know? Derek ain't right. Clifton said, Derek, don't come back and immediately be suspended, brother. Oh, don't worry. We take wrenches. We will take wrenches again. We will take the wrenches. No doubt. Hey, before we keep it moving here, I got to take a birthday shot, guys. It's Friday. You know, hey, you know, if you got your drinks out, if you got your smokes out, I got to take a quick shot. 1 second here. Here we go. Ooh, shout out to the old-fashioned game, y'all. Shout out to the old-fashioned game. Hold on, let me do this here. I got to fix something here. Okay, I see people on the other chat here. Okay, that's what's going on here. Because I'm doing the new thing here, and I got a lot of catching up to because StreamYard made so many updates, and I got a lot of catching up on StreamYard, guys, because I was going through all the updates. I was like, I need a month to figure out StreamYard now. I'm a newbie. Goddamn. All right, guys. Got your drink shot. Hey, one more. How about, I'm drinking an old fashioned. How about, come on, guys. It's Friday. One more drink. Come on. Pour it up. Like Rihanna said. Pour it up. One more drink. Let's get this going here. All right. Let's get going here, guys. So thank you for hearing me out. I'm on the treadmill, but I'll take an emoji shot. Girl, Chelsea, you can take a shot in that treadmill. You can handle it. You grown. Come on, girl. You grown. Hold on. Talking about, girl, you grown. Come on. I know how you get down, girl. You grown. You can handle that shot of the treadmill. Stop playing with me. Over here talking about I'm on the treadmill. Better go ahead and get that drink and stop playing with me. What we doing here? Pinball said, oh, what do you say? Don't feel bad. The K crew be trying to figure it out. Okay. I got to say, guys, now we're going to get into it now. I got my personal stuff out the way. You know the deal here. I missed out on so much content to talk about since I've been gone. So much has happened, guys. I saw Kendra lose it a few times. Oh my God. I'm seeing Kendra lose it. I see Anton Daniels. He's falling flat in his goddamn face. Hey, y'all. I was in New York when Anton went on Corey Holcomb's show. And hey, what's going on, Grove Talk? Yeah, I'm back in the game, baby. I was in New York talking with T. Orlando. I was literally in a meeting. I'm just sitting, I had some downtime. I go through my phone. I was like, wait a minute, what? I see a posting. Anton on Corey Holcomb. I was like, I'm not, if you could put me to a lot of 10 independent live take the test. You know what I said to myself? This ain't gonna be a good collab. I wouldn't have done it if I was moving like Anton. I wouldn't have done it. And if I was moving like Corey, I wouldn't have done it. I was saying that 5 or 6 hours before it went down. And when it went down, God, I think they both took L's, guys. There's no, when it comes to collaborations, I gotta say, I have never seen a collaboration where both people took major dumpster L's. I mean, dumpster ass juice L's. Oh my God. But I'm not gonna talk about that. Just watch that and saw it unfold. And for your future content creators out there, for anybody who's also a content creator out there, it's not right to collab with anybody just because you trying to get them damn views. Just because you trying to get some clout. Just because you trying to blow your channel up. Just because you want that AdSense revenue. If you monetize. All collabs ain't equal. Sometimes all money ain't good money, people. Just because it's gonna get you views, is that gonna tear you down the long run? I'm telling y'all, just because I like being dolo. I like being so that, of course, collabing can build you faster, but you know what though? I'm just gonna stay here and mind my own goddamn business, get back on my regular, and then get it cooking on my own again. And if there's someone who I'm really, really cool with, I'll do that if I vet you, know you. But just someone off the boot, hey, let's do a collab. Nah, ninja, you gotta get your own. You know, let's keep it moving here. I'm not gonna talk about that now, right? But let's keep it moving here, right? What I wanna talk about here that's been near and dear to my heart, tell him, Dave, yeah, for real, Chelsea, you can't work with everybody. Just because it's YouTube, it doesn't change. You cannot work with everybody. If you see somebody where your water and their oil are back and forth, and you're thinking because they have a separate audience than your audience, we can make this work, nah. That's not the game, baby. That's not the game, you know, because especially when you know that there's not going to be any regulation. It's one thing when you see collabs on the network TV realm where you see like someone you see CNN and then you will see a hardcore GOP Republican, conservative on CNN, or vice versa. You will see MSN, well, it's MS Now, not MSNBC. It's MS Now because of the Jenkins said they got no ratings right now. They hurting right now. The Dems are hurting right now. Yeah, Democrats. Oh God, don't get me started on that. But you see a hardcore Republican go to MSNBC Now, or if you go to Fox News and then you see a liberal. Those are controlled spaces. They are controlled for the different types of dialogue that clash, but because it's network TV, there is a referee that those networks are running so that they want to go a certain type of way, but it's not going to get out of hand. But when you're on YouTube, who is your referee? You are. And if you and your feelings and the other person and they feelings and there's no referee, just say it's WWE, Randy Man, Macho Savage. Ooh, yeah, it's the cream of the crop that you and Daniels and Corey Holcomb is going to do the goddamn thing. No, this is not Randy Macho Man Savage here. This ain't the racist Hulk Hogan. This is not The Rock saying, can you smell what? No, this is not this here. This is YouTube. And if you ain't got no referee, and especially if you do it in studio, hey, it's one thing if you're doing it remote and then you have a dial-in link and someone can drop off. When you face-to-face the way they went down, that was how it's going to go down. I saw that's the way it go down, and that's what happened, and they both taking L's right now. Hey, I've been rocking with Corey for a long time, and I was like, damn, this is it. But you know what, though? Just, you're going to see it. There's another wave that ride by. But I saw this coming, and then you see Anton, the way he's moving. I just want to say this before I move forward here. I've called Anton Daniels a liar since 2023. On real, not just because of my feelings, on real actual facts. I'm gonna give you the one example that I caught his ass in a lie, and it was a small lie, but if you could lie on something so small, I know you lie on everything else, and then everything else is sounding fishy. What am I talking about, Dave? Well, back in 2023, when racist ass Pearl, remember Pearl? Oh my God, she is falling off so hard, guys. Y'all remember Pearl? Racist ass Pearl? When she went through her thing and all the Africans and her crew when she was over in UK and had the studio and everything, and she was moving how she was moving, and then Sarah Garvey and all the breakup that happened. Well, what happened? I never forget the Sunday of all that stuff that was going down. Literally, it was in March. It's 3 years ago. Ain't funny how 3 years can go by. What's going on, Project Leroy? I be seeing you in Tariq Nasheed's chats, and I see you in Jason Black's chats, man. Salute to Project Leroy, man. Good to see you again, man. So on the Sunday, I did a live reaction to Sarah Garver's video. I never forget that. I went through the whole video. It's here. It's somewhere in March 2023. I didn't delete it. It's still here. So I remember I did a reaction to that and the whole situation. So then like 2 days, it's like Monday or Tuesday, maybe 1 or 2 days later, Anton was going to react to it too. And I was working from home, and I was like, I want to see what Anton's going to react to this, because I want to see if he's going to do something I didn't do. I want to see if there's a point that I missed. At that time, I was like, okay, I want to see how other content creators react to how I react. So that's why I watched it. Here's the thing. He said, and I quote, "I did not watch this video. This was sent to me. I'm going to blind react so that I can get the reaction with the crowd, with the people here," right? So 3 minutes into the video, he starts talking about things that was 8 minutes into the video. I knew that because I just reacted to the video a day or two before. And you wanna know some guys? He caught himself, because when he was doing it, and he stopped talking, and then he said a few words, and then went right back to the video, and he let the video run a little bit, and then started doing another point here. And I caught that. I rewinded back. I said, wait a minute. I said, hold on. That wasn't, wait. So then I went back to my live, and then went back to the video. I was like, oh, this ninja ain't blind reacting. This ninja lying. He's saying he's blind reacting to say that so that he wants you to think that he didn't watch it, and he's trying to give you guys like an honest, like true reaction. He didn't see it before, when in actuality, He watches all his videos that he reacts to. He just say that to be saying that. And my thing is, why would you line up blind reaction? Just say, this is what I would say here. Even certain videos, I skimmed it really fast. I didn't watch all of it, but we're going to get to the rest of it here. Or I'll tell you, I did watch this here. I want to react to it right now. And there's times where I did blind reactions when Pooh Man would send me videos. And then I was like, okay, then I trust Pooh Man's, when he sent me videos. So then if he sent me something, I see how long it is. If it's a short video, okay, we'll rock it out. If there's something long, then I would have to, scope it out and figure out things of that nature. So when I saw that, I was like, wait a minute. If this ninja would lie saying that he's blind reacting, what else is he lying about? Yeah. So ever since 3 years ago, I was like, nah, you can't even trust these YouTubers keeping it a buck here, But hold on, we got another super here. Shout out to my man Jay with the $2 holla, pushing the blue play, saying Anton head shaped like 10 bricks of blow, respectively. Hey, man. Yeah, man. Hey, Jay, you do, man. Hey, Jay. Hey, Mr. Salud, thank you for the holla. Thank you. Right back at you with that blue plate. You ain't lying, brother. You ain't lying, man. So here's the thing, guys. This is YouTube. This is content creation. You guys are not going to care if I blind react to something I don't see the video. You guys are not going to care if I watch the whole video and then I react to it. You guys are not going to care if I skim the video and react to it. What you guys care about is how I react to the video and if I'm going to be entertaining, be thought-provoking, and give information that maybe you haven't seen, and then I'm giving you, the viewership of say, hey, I'm going to kick back and let Dave do his thing here. I got nothing to gain by saying that I'm blind reacting, never watch this video, and then I come on and do the video. Because y'all ain't gonna feel nothing different if I watched the video or didn't watch the video. What you care about is Dave gonna do right by the video? Is Dave gonna do right by the video? Is Dave gonna do right by the video? My Dr. Dumar, I gotta say it 3 times, my brother, my brothers, my brothers, my sisters. I gotta say it 3 times, my sisters, my sisters, my sisters. Okay, if I got to lie to blind react, I don't need to be on YouTube. I do not need your support. This is Dr. Dumar in the building. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got a lot to kick it. Ain't that what Kendra said? You ain't got a lot to kick it. You ain't got to lie to kick it, But hey, that's my 2 cents on it. And you know what? Lying doesn't get you nowhere, so we're going to keep it moving here. Who's there? Hey, Roddy said, welcome back, Dave. Okay, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, hey, Dave, where you been? Oh, I'm not doing you got to go to the beginning. We've been online for about 57 minutes now. I talk about where I've been. So if you go replay games in your future, go skim to the beginning, and I tell you where I've been. All right, I can't do it. We already went through that already. Dr. Dumar, yeah. So let's keep it moving here. Now I told you that, I'm back. Hey, shout out to hey, look who's in the building. Shout out to Mr. Walker. Salute, brother. Hey, man. Hey, Mr. Walker. Hey, brother. Salute. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Right back at you. With the super. Shout out to Single by Choice. FBC Nation's in the house, yo. Good to see you, man. I've been gone for a minute. I see y'all still doing y'all thing, man. Good to y'all, man. I got to ask you, though, Mr. Walker. See, even though I've been making content, I have a decent following over the years, so people be hitting me up. I got to ask you, Mr. Walker. People are talking about your boy Gavin, man. Is he simping? I'm cool with y'all. I ain't been watching. People telling me that, please tell me y'all ain't been sipping and people lying to me. People, Mr. Walker, please tell me people are lying to me, okay? I rock with y'all. It's like, yo, Dave, man, they tripping right now. I'm like, nah, not SBC. Please tell me nah. Come on. Hey, hold on. Shout out to my man with the $10 super sticker. And y'all gotta go subscribe to their channel if you ain't there by now. My man, salute. Thank you for the holla. Thank you. Right back at you with the super. Holla at your boy, man. Hey, man, tell me the truth, man. Okay. Thank you. I want to hear it, Mr. Walker. from the horse's mouth. Hey, man, you know what other content creators would have done, Mr. Walker? They would have made a video and just start going in. Yo, FSBC Nation. No. I just want to I said, hey, man, is it true? He says lies. So I'm going to take it as lies. Thank you for the clear up, brother. Thank you for the clear up. Appreciate that. Thank you for the clear up. Let me put you back. Let me put your super back up, man. Let me put the super back up, man. Yeah. Okay, hey, Jay came to back it up here. It's a $2 house. Nah, Gavin actually putting belt to us, Dave. Thank you. I feel better now, guys. Hey, Jay. Salute. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you. Thank you. Right back at you. With the blue plates. Okay, Gavin, I'm sorry. I just had to ask. Streets is talking, people. But if they're lies, I take your word for it. SBC, we all we got. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes. Rest in peace, G Money. Rest in peace, G Money. Rest in peace, G Money. Shout out to you, Mr. Walker. Hey, guys, if you're in the replay gang, do me a favor. Go ahead and support the channel. Salute SBC Nation, y'all. You know, I gotta keep it lively here, man. So let's get into it now. On this next topic I want to get into, guys. You guys see the title that I put up here. You guys see the title I put up there. FBA is a cult. I gotta talk about this now. I kind of touched on it in the beginning part when I got online here, started the show here. We gotta talk about this right now. Because in my downtime when I've been away, I've been heavy on Twitter X. I can't call it X, I still call it Twitter. I don't care. It's still Twitter to me, right? I'll be on Twitter, still on Facebook. Yeah, on Facebook, you know, family, you know, all the old family be on Facebook, whatever like that. Of course, I see YouTube and everything like that. You FBA niggas is a cult. Damn, hear it all the time. I'm on X. I had a guy tell me on X, guys, that you are a Tdnd. What? You don't know where your people from? You've never done a genealogy? You've never looked at your family history? You niggas don't know where you from. Oh, snap. Snap. I had an old friend I known since middle school. Known since 1993. It's now 2026. Project Leroy. I know how you know because I see you in Tariq's lives. I see you in Jason Black's lives. He's a Nigerian. You know I'm a go with Nigerians, y'all. I just want to put this on the record, guys. I don't hate any immigrants. I don't hate any immigrants, y'all. The way I roll is, you cool with me, I'm cool with you. Plain and simple, that's how I get down. You cool with me, I'm cool with you. But you know what, though? If you're here illegally, you overstayed your welcome, you over here doing some dicknanigans, your ass gotta go. If they come for you, I can't help you. Your ass gotta go, right? So just because I say that, they say, oh, you hate immigrants. Oh my God. You are hating, you're despiteful. You are MAGA. Huh, what? You being FBA is part of white supremacy. I was like, what? Dramatic pause. Okay. I'm literally talking with people online, just saying things just to be saying things. Let's tackle these things one point at a time here. Is FBA a cult? I didn't know that 43 million Black Americans, plus we know the number is probably like 45, 46 million, who are non-immigrants, who are descendants of freemen. How's that a cult? I know what a cult is, guys. I used to be in a goddamn cult. I used to be a Jehovah's Witness. I used to knock on your doors. Hi, my name is David. I'm with my friend JD here. Oh my God, you have such a beautiful house and everything. But I just want to ask you a question. I know you're busy and everything like that. Are you ready for Jehovah's return? I cut it short here. But I've been in a cult, guys. The Jehovah's Witnesses is a religious cult. You can't tell me I was in the game for a hot minute. If you know anybody about Jehovah's Witnesses, I got to as high as a ministerial servant. I was probably a year away from being elder if I wanted to be an elder. That's a goddamn cult. You know what I'm saying? But to call FBA a cult? Wait, before I get going here, y'all drop some supers. I don't want to get cooking and then break up my train of thought here. Let me get to y'all supers. Hold on. Shout out to my man Arvin in the building, dropping the $20 holla. We got Orange in the building. Orange Place saying, welcome back, sir. My man Arvin in the building. My man Arvin, hey, brother. Salud. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you. Thank you. Right back at you with the super. I'm going to get to the other one in a second because he dropped the big one here, pause, and I want to let that marinate for a second, all right? Shout out to you, man. Did all 43 million African Americans agree on the FBA term? Hey, boy, it doesn't goddamn matter. Hold on. I'm sorry, Arvin. Hold on. I'm going to talk to this guy here. Thank you. I'm going to get back to you. At the time in 1988, Bowie, did we agree on African American? Are you old enough to be around in 88 when African American came in term? There was no grass movement in 1987, 88 to change us to African American. There was no town hall meetings, grassroots meetings, no during the election cycle, rest in peace, Jesse Jackson, when Jesse Jackson was running for president. And part of it is on him on this one here. When Jesse Jackson and the Congressional Black Caucus, Bowie, look it up. There was no agreement. They just rammed the term African American down our throats in 1988. My mother, who I just talked about now, who just had a stroke last week, she's born in 1943. She is 83 years old. You know what she said? Told me a long time ago, I ain't African. Never been African. So Bowie, with you and your smart aleck remark here, that didn't work. That just fell flat, okay? Because you don't need a consensus, okay? And it just works because we are foundational. We are the building blocks of this country here. And if you're African American from anywhere else, cool. Rep where you from. If you're from Nigeria, rep Nigeria. If you're from Ghana, rep Ghana. If you're from the Caribbeans, whether you're Haitian, Jamaican, rep that. But we are not you. And you is not us. Why is that such a bad thing? You don't see white people getting mad when you say, that's an Italian and that's a German. You don't see them fighting about their type of whiteness. You don't see the German fighting with the Polish person about their whiteness like that. You don't see the Anglo-Christian over here in this other Baptist or something like the whites move how they move differently. Let's go into the Asian community, guys. You don't see Chinese telling Japanese that they're Chinese. You don't see the Filipinos telling the Japanese that they're Filipinos. So why is it that when it comes to foundational Black Americans, descendants of freemen, that we got to be generic Africans? And if we don't claim Africa, we're in a cult. Hold on, let me scroll back up here. What y'all saying here? Hold on here. Yeah, get the likes up, guys. Look, Tierlando came in trolling right now. Talking about Ninja got suspenders on today. No, this is my gun holster. Hey, Tierlando, hold on. As I get going here, this ain't no suspenders. This is my holster, okay? I'm holding this. This is I can't show everything on YouTube, but you see what this is. There's a little blade in here. You know what I'm saying? We holding here, you know, because these YouTube streets get dangerous here. I don't know. Sometimes I'm gonna pull up in my studio here, and I gotta represent here, T. Orlando. Ain't no suspenders. We holding, okay? I've gotten death threats on YouTube over the years, okay? So let you know, your boy's holding here, all right? Yo, we packing on these YouTube streets, all right, T. Orlando? All right. Said, that a cult when you're renaming a group without their consent. Bowie, you are a troll. And check it out, Bowie. The link is posted at the top of the chat. Don't be a troll in the comment section. If you really about that, turn your camera on, click the link, make sure your audio's right, and then we can have a discussion here. But you obviously don't know the definition of a cult. Because I used to be in a cult as a Jehovah's Witness. Foundational Black America is not a cult, people. We are a bloodline. We're a lineage. You're not born into a cult. If your parents are in a cult, if your parents are in a cult and you're born in a sense because your parents are raising you, you're technically in that cult. But then once you get of age, guys, you got to make a decision for yourself. Because once you're born, you got to make the decision, say, I'm going to be in here. Know how I'm saying that right now? Because as Jehovah's Witness, that's what happens to people who have parents who are Jehovah's Witnesses, and then they have kids, and those kids don't become Jehovah's Witnesses. As soon as it comes time for them to make a decision, they bounce out. What am I talking about here? My brother is that equation. My brother passed away 2 years ago. Rest in peace, my brother, Kevin Jordan. He did not want anything to do with being a Jehovah's Witness when we were growing up. He's 7 years older than me. I was young as hell when my mom got started. What was that? As soon as my brother turned 18 years old, he moved out the house and never set foot in a Kingdom Hall ever again. So Bowie, you can't be born into a cult. You have to make the active decision once you get to a certain age to make the group your own. That's in all groups of cults. You could be born in, but then you got to dedicate yourself, whether that's a Jehovah's Witness, whether that's Scientology. Hell, do y'all remember in 1994? I'm showing my age right now. Do y'all remember in 1994, the Heaven's Gate group cult? Oh my God, they had what those the black Nikes and they drank the purple Kool-Aid thinking that the aliens were gonna come down and all of a sudden 32 people in bunk beds were all unalive from drinking the janky grape Kool-Aid. That's a cult, Bowie. You can't be born into a cult because eventually you gotta make it your own. It's a bloodline here. Hold on here. I was born in this country here. My parents in Kentucky and Alabama, respectively. And then they go to my dad's Kentucky. Well, my dad's Kentucky, my mom Mississippi, I'm sorry. And then my grandparents on this land, my great-grandparents, my great-great-grandparents, that lineage was all slaves, except for my great-great-grandmother, who was born in 1870, who was born right after slavery, but right in the heart of segregation. But if we go to my 3 times great-grandparents, on both sides, all across the board, all descendants of slaves, descendants of freedmen. And I can go further back there. You can't be in a cult if you're born into a lineage, and I can't change who I am. I was raised a Jehovah's Witness, but when I made the decision to not to be Jehovah's Witness no more, I'm no longer a Jehovah's Witness. I cannot make myself unblack. Hold on, let me get to these other. So shout out to my man, Jeremy. He dropped a $10 holla, put in the yellow plate in the chat saying, much love and welcome back, bro. Oh, we ain't done. We're still going. I gotta start talking about it. My man, JD in the building. JD in the building. Hey, JD. Salud. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Right back at you with the yellow plate. My man, JD dropping the love here, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. The term African-American first appeared, hey, Bowie, when it first appeared, you can say that all day long. When did it become official? You're not smarter than me, Bowie. You're saying Bowie is a troll and a tether or a Democrat shill. You are a tether right now. I can see that. I'm not even mad at you right now. I feel sorry for you, honestly, because you think, here's the thing, guys. People like Bowie think that people like him think that by him trolling comment sections that it's going to change the game. Bowie, you're 6 years too late. You're 6 years too late. You're not as smart as you think you are. You're over here typing here. Here's what I'm doing here. Like, you got 2 minutes to click the link at the top of the chat or you're gone forever. You're not going to troll the chat, Bowie. I'm not even mad at you. I feel sorry for you, honestly, because you're sad, you know? And then, to be this sad, you must ain't got no life. Your mama must not loved you. You know what I'm saying? You must have been a fleer. You know what I'm saying? You don't have self-confidence. You over here hiding behind a keyboard, just typing to be typing, thinking that someone's gonna listen to you. And you know what? I just turned 46 today. You think that a 46-year-old man that is a self-made millionaire is gonna listen to a troll like you and think you know more than me? Nah, it doesn't work that way, man. Nah. So you got 2 minutes to click the link or be gone forever, okay? Shout out to my man, Project Lewis, Dave. What I found out was that many of those FBA's occult folks are Myron Gaines and Nick Fuentes Bussy fans. Someone's telling us about their feelings. Yeah, Leroy. Oh, man, we're going to get into that, Leroy. We're going to get into that, Leroy. Hey, brother, salud. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Right back at you with that green holla. I appreciate that, man. Exactly. You go down to the chat here. Well, he does have suspenders on. This is not suspenders. Sheila, it's a holster. I got mad pockets here. People see me and they're like, oh, sir, you can't bring a, see, let me calm down. T.L. Answer tell to stand up. Hey, man, y'all killing me right now. I'm a little behind the chat here. Y'all killing me. Yeah, hit the link, man. You got 2 minutes. And yeah, exactly. Yeah, like Leroy said, you got to turn your camera on too. You got 2 minutes, man. You got 2 minutes. Exactly. It's musty tethered that. Like, Leroy, you get it, man. We've been in this game for years here on YouTube, but you're a little bit older than me. These tethers really think by just stating obvious lies that they're going to convince us. We're not 6 years old. I guarantee you that I made more money last year than probably what you made in 5 years just from the investment stock market alone. We don't listen to dummies like this here. We laugh at you. It's like, what's your problem, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, you think you can get us around and upset now, man? Come on, man. Lord, my 8-year-old daughter moves better than you, man. Yeah, let me scroll down here a little bit more. You said Alabama roll tide. Well, let me correct that, Chelsea. My dad is from Kentucky, and then my great-grandfather was from Kentucky. My grandfather's Kentucky, but my great-grandfather comes from Alabama. So I was right because that's part of it. My dad's side, the Jordans and the Jeters. Now, this lets you know when people say, you ain't done your gene, you ain't done your family tree. Well, check this out here. My grandmother's maiden name is Jeter with a G. See, people get it mixed up because when you think of Jeter, who you think of? Derek Jeter. The Jeters with a J, right? That's Derek Jeter's side. They have a J, but my lineage on my maternal grandmother's side is Jeters with a G out of Kentucky here, right? And the Jordans from Kentucky/Alabama, So yeah. But I was right. I'm thinking about the immediate my dad from Kentucky here, Tdnd from the same town as Bubba from Forrest Gump. No. My people's from Hazelhurst, Mississippi, T. Orlando. My first cousin's actually a house rep in Mississippi. We got house reps in Mississippi. Here's the thing, the beautiful thing about being FBA. I can go to Kentucky, Alabama, and Mississippi. I can call my cousins, even aunts and uncles that's still alive, because my mom's still here. She got tons of aunts and uncles that's still in Mississippi. And cousins and sisters and brothers, Mississippi. I said, hey, I'm coming to Mississippi, guys. I want to pay respects to the ancestors, my family, and I want to go to different cemeteries and the graveyards, and I want to pay my respects and see the headstones of my family. So you know what I get to do, guys? The beauty of me being in Chicago, my mom, where she lives at, is literally 3 miles from I-55. I just leave my mom's house, hop on Weber Road, then take I-55 south, and just make sure you stay on 55 South until it takes me to Mississippi. There's no getting off any ramps. There's no merging of different expressways. It is 55 all the way down. So I want to educate my family here, because that is why so many people from the South, if you got family in Mississippi, where do they migrate up to? Chicago or Detroit, Michigan, right? In the Michigan area, right? And why they come to Chicago? Because when they came from Mississippi, all they had to do was hop on I-55 at that part there, north, and just stay on that until you get to Chicago. Don't we get close? Don't get off on I-80. No. You don't gotta go. You don't gotta jump off over here. You don't gotta go to 30. No. Just stay on 55. And know what though? 55 runs out in Chicago, guys. So once you hit 55 north, you keep going, and then eventually 55 turns into what Chicago's called Lakeshore Drive. Lakeshore Drive south takes you to the south side of Chicago. Lakeshore Drive north takes you to downtown Chicago, then the north side that way, right? So that's why so many of our family from the South came to Chicago in the Midwest. The easiest way to go is just the street that you don't gotta turn. One way down there, just stay on there. Only time you get off the highway is for a rest stop to use the bathroom or get something to eat. Get back on 55 and stay on that till you get to the Chi, baby. And I can call my cousin, give me the information of the different cemeteries where my people's at, and pay respects to my ancestors with headstones where they were born, of course, in the 1900s. Born in the 1800s. Born in the 1700s. Oh yeah. I have people on both sides of my family that's fought in every single war in this country. And I'm saying that because if you are also Foundation of Black American, if you are also FBA, I guarantee the same is for you too. I guarantee the same is for you too. A little bit similar, maybe just a little bit different. But I guarantee you, if we sat down and you already did your homework in history, it's the same two people, no doubt. Let me see, let me scroll down here. I see something else came in. My dad's from Georgia, my mom's side's Kentucky. Shout out to you, Pooh, man. No doubt, shout out to Kentucky. Says, yup, no more assemblies for me. Yeah, no more assemblies for me either. Yeah. Hey, man, shout out to my man, Jay here, Gangsta Nikes and Bodie under the sheet, hilarious. Shout out for being a member for 29 months, man. My man in the building. By the way, guys, Bowie ain't cammed up. So, okay, for my mods, Bowie has not cammed up. So if he makes another comment, block his ass. That's what we're doing here. Block his ass, all right? Here's the thing. You got your comments off in the chat. You said what you said. You trolled the section here. Now we need you to back it up. You're a keyboard warrior. Say what you say here. Why don't you man up and say it with your chest here? The fact that you can't say it with your chest, guys, if you see that man comment again, man or woman, whatever troll he is, block his ass, okay? That's it. He had his chance. He didn't click the link, and he's not in the studio right now, so you got to go. So if you see him again, get rid of him. Tdnd try to big bang flex. Hey, Tierland, you know how I get down, man. You know how I get down. Don't run away, exactly. Yeah, he ran. Let me go down, let me see here. Shouts to my man EJ in the building, dropping the $2 holla, pushing the blue plate, saying, ICE is gonna get this musty funky teller deposit. Hey, EJ. Hey, brother. Salud. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Right back at you with the super. Hey, EJ, I'm glad you came in. I don't know if you heard what I said earlier. I got your t-shirt, but I don't want to run all the way upstairs to get it here. We'll see how we're doing by this live stream here. If not, I will show what you got me on the next live. See how I'm feeling right now, okay? I'm feeling good. I don't want to get up and break up the live here right now. But EJ got me something and mailed it to me, and I appreciate you, brother. Hey, EJ, we could be related, man. We Georgians, man. Got it together, man. We all we got. And shout out to my man Jay again. So that tell us something we're talking about. I am the captain now. Yeah, man. My man Jay, man. Yeah, exactly, man. Hey, brother, salud. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you. Thank you. And right back at you with that holla, man. Hell yeah. You're talking about I am the captain now. Always trolling these chats here. You know what I mean? And one more here. My girl Janesta in the building. What's going on? Girl dropping the $10 holla, says, happy birthday, Dave Vinny Moore. I didn't know that Ninja Watcher listening until I came over here. Much love. Welcome back. We missed you. Oh, damn. Girl, I missed you too. Yeah, thank you for the love. Yeah, I appreciate that. Hey, girl. Salud, thank you for the holla. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right back at you with the super. Took a little break here. We're going to get back to this FBA talk here, man, because this is what we're going to be moving going forward here. You know, let me see here. Go on. Let me see you scroll down. Just getting caught up here. All right. So what I am learning, guys, this break was much needed. This break was much needed for me. I have a new form, logical way of thinking of how I want to do content on YouTube here, you know? And as we're here at the 124 mark of this live stream, I want to publicly say from my earlier content from like 2022 and 2023, some of the content there, I openly want to apologize to my FBA family. I do. I got to apologize because some of the reaction videos that I used to do when it came to women, I put them all in the same bucket. Because, you know, the red pill, manosphere, and we would see the women just moving and acting janky, acting disrespectful, just hating men and putting black men down and all this stuff like that. And you want to know something, guys? During this nice little periods of breaks that I had, I went back to my channel and started watching my old content. Started watching my old reaction videos. Started watching the videos that I did about Kendra and who would come up on her show. Right? And what did I find? Yeah, to Orlando, wait. What did I find about a lot of the women that I was reacting to? The majority of them was not FBA. Nah, to Orlando. Nah, to Orlando. The majority of the women that I was reacting to was not FBA. These women were cosplayers just like Kamala Harris. You better thank a union worker. You better thank a union worker. I clean my greens in the bathtub. That's right. Yeah, y'all. I got to apologize to my FBA family here. Because I was not separating Black American women, foundational Black Americans, from the Jamaican women, from the Haitian women, from women from the other parts of the Caribbean, the Dominican Republic, from Haiti, like I said here, from Africa, whether they're from Ghana, whether they're from South Africa, whether they're from Ethiopia or Nigeria, et cetera, et cetera. It's got nothing about being a B-double apologist here. I'm apologizing to foundation Black Americans, T. Orlando, because I put them all in the same boat. But then you know what I realized here, T. Orlando? You know this is true, T. Orlando. He's over here trolling right now, guys. So don't worry about T. Orlando. He's trolling right now, right? You know what I realized? I looked at them and they all claim to be Black. All of a sudden, I'm Black this, I'm Black this, I'm a Black woman, I'm Black this, I'm Black this. But guys, if you really did a deep dive on women who are not FBA, more importantly, the women who come from Africa, those Africans, and I say those, they hate men. They hate Black men. They hate their own African men. And then when they speak, they put FBA on there because they put us in on this flat blackness, guys. And for so many years, I was talking ill when not realizing that these women are tethers. These women are cosplaying and hiding under the moniker that they claim they're Black, when in actuality, I mean, technically by skin tone, technicality, yes, they're Black, but they're not FBA. Now, I'm not saying that we got a problem with some of our FBA women in our culture. There is degeneracy in every single culture, guys. I'm not going to go over and say, oh, our Black women ain't doing it. I know it, though. I do have videos where they were definitely FBA and they were on some straight up bull, you know what. right? Straight up. But so many of my content, and I wanna, if I'm publicly denigrating and it deserves an apology, I gotta publicly apologize to as well, right? To my FBA family, because we didn't see the play going on. We thought we were all together. I was like, yeah, that person's black, or that person's black, and we all together. And when it comes to white supremacy, we gotta work together. But here's the thing, guys. They were never with us. Ashley, what y'all saying about Ashley? Hold on. Ashley Dalton is an FBA? Oh, no, I'm not talking about the host. I'm talking about the actual, the contestants. Okay. Hey, Ashley, she thick, right to your lamp. But I'm not talking about the host. I'm talking about the actual contestants. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can tell looking at Ashley that she got an accent. But I'm talking about the people who actually be on the shows, on Kendra's shows. There were so many of them, and they just hate black men. And you know how you can see this here, guys? Do yourself an experiment. Go on X, Twitter, and look for black women who may have African in where their location is, and see how they speak on black men. It's ridiculous on X, guys. All I see on X is just these African women who are just denigrating, disrespecting, going ham, just tearing down black. And although it's not, even though we may be included, they're mad at their own black men. They hate their own black men. And what do these women do? These are the main ones who are the bedwenches, who want the white zaddies, who over here talking about the white man is going to do this for me, or they want a Brad so bad, things of that nature. These are the ones that hate their own men. They hate their own skin. That's why they use cake soap. Try to lighten themselves. You can tell by the knuckles how they're lightening themselves up with the cake soap. They don't want their skin to look a certain way. They want to lighten themselves up because to be white is to be right. To be white is to be right. To get yourself a white man is the grand plan. Oh my God, get me a zaddy so I know how to get mine on my knees and do the damn thing, baby. They don't like us. And so what happens is they've been mixed in with our ranks here. They've been mixed into our ranks and caused division, divide, and then now that we got our third eye, we can see and we can spot. I was like, wait a minute here. You talking all this stuff here right now? Where are your people from? Right? That's the first thing I ask when I see something disrespectful like that. Every time now that I come across a quote unquote black woman disrespecting black men, you know what my first question I say is, where are your people from? You know what they say? I'm from America. Guys, ladies, if you ask someone where they're from and they say, I'm American, I'm from America, you ain't FBA. I'm black, I'm American. No. That's not our response. When you ask a foundational black American where you're from, I'll tell you straight up, man, I live out here in Chicago and suburbs. I'm out here. But so, hold on, Dave, though. Hold on, Dave. Yeah, I get it. You here in suburbs. Where you people from, Dave? Oh, man, my mom's from Hazelhurst, Mississippi. My dad's from Benton, Kentucky. Okay? Oh, yeah. Hazelhurst, baby. Yeah. Hazelhurst and Jackson. All my family down there. You can line it up. We do not have insecurities telling where we're from here. But when you ask one of them where they're from, they get mad. What is this nigga? Why are you worried about where I'm from? You trying to dox me, nigga? Like, no, dox you? How can I dox you by asking your city? See, if you rep where you're from, you're not scared where you're from. We rep ours. That's one thing about FBA. We rep ours, and we happy to have what we have and what it is here. But when someone's scared to say where they're from, we know where you're from, and your family ain't from here. And if your family ain't from here, we know how you move. We know how you move, yes. What's going on in the chat here? Facts. You gonna break it down, state, city, zip code, and the street. That's right, Ty Pro. How you living, brother? Exactly. We're not scared to say where our people from. Matter of fact, if you go talk to my mom right now and you talk to her sisters, all in their 70s and 80s and things of that nature, and then my other cousins, things of that nature from the South, you know, and you hear someone's like, baby, where your people from? Where you from, you know? Where you from, baby? Right? The accent. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, Jay Walker. Yeah, it's birthday, man. It's birthday, yes. It's the birthday day. Yes, Detroit. Yes, you're right. Yeah. People from Mississippi, if you know you got family from Mississippi, they came to Chicago or Detroit. And for me, they didn't go to Detroit. They went to Flint, Michigan. You know, I got like a few people in Detroit. All my people either used in Detroit or the surrounding areas of Detroit. My people's went to Flint, Michigan, you know, so that's where they at. That's just natural. You find someone's like, oh, you from here? Oh, your family got to be from Mississippi. Your peoples definitely have to be from Mississippi if you living out here. And that's how it goes down. But how is FBA a cult when you're born on this land? See, the reason why they call it a cult, guys, because they can't be on our backs to claim what they want to claim now. Because you see the census forms now when they say Black African American, but then they'll say extra things, descendants of slaves, or then are you from Africa, the Caribbean? And then now they're forced to differentiate where they're actually from. It is already being put into public records. It's already being submitted into the census. African American is becoming, if not already, a dead term for us, guys. Now, if you're from Africa and you immigrate here to America in your first, second generation, yes, you are an African American. Hell, Elon Musk, guys, is an African American. That's the problem with the term African American. When Elon Musk can go on X and can jokingly say, I'm more African American than the black African Americans in this country, and you want to know something, guys? He's goddamn right. Because we ain't African. We ain't African. And there's nothing wrong with that. We ain't African. You know why I ain't African? And they try to put that marker on me? On all of us, guys? Because if me, you, all you guys out there watching live, you ninja watching, or you're part of the replay gang, there is 54 countries in Africa. If we all go to Africa right now, we are goddamn tourists. We are goddamn guests. We do not have any right to their land or anything like that. We literally got to fill out paperwork to get in the building, to get into the country. You're right. Mandani, what's his name? The mayor of New York, his punk ass claimed African American and his lying self because the fact that his parents who are Indian, what was it? They moved to Uganda? Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Didn't his family, they're from, India? I forgot what part of India it was. And then they relocated to Uganda. But because they're in Uganda, he's claiming African American. Do you see how that's a problematic term for us? Hold on. Let that settle in, guys. The new mayor of New York, if you're not caught up on your, politics, because he's like, hey, I don't get down in New York like that. Go Google his name and look at that man. He do not look like no Indian from Uganda. Hey, even the Indians who live in Uganda don't look like him, okay? All right? So if he can claim African American, then you're trying to say that I am him and him is me? No. He's like, he's African-American Punjab. That's right, America. Yeah. Ty said they want to push the lost African lost culture BS when we got culture in America, order established in countries in Africa. Say it again, Ty. Especially the Nigerians. The Nigerians want to put that flag on us. I learned that by my ex-friend from high school, middle school, whatever. He Nigerian. Let me tell you guys a story. How he called FBA a cult and is mad at the word tether. And let me pull this off the screen here so y'all can see me here. Pull everything up here. So I've been seeing this particular person. I don't care. I'm saying his name. His name is Josh. I don't give a fuck. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn, all right? So he came on Facebook over so many months and just been posting derogatory statements against foundational Black Americans. At first, I was like, you know what, I ain't got time for it. I'm busy on YouTube, I'm doing my thing here. He just kept going in and going in and going in and going in, right? So finally, the last post that he posted, maybe a few weeks ago, he was talking about tethers and how we call people tethers and that we as FBAs are part of white supremacy and we're the whipping boys for MAGA. So normally when I'm online, I go ham, I go scorched earth, right? But since I've known him for 30 years, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give him some grace here. And because it's on Facebook, I want everybody to see this here. I'm paraphrasing, I said, quote, I said, Josh, I said, you have no idea what the word tether means. Not all immigrants are tethers. Tether is an action item. Tether is something you do to get that title. What do you mean? When we call you a tether, that means that you are openly, brazenly denigrating, disrespecting, undermining, and trying to do everything to undercut foundational Black Americans. In a sense, you know, like you say, racism or bigotry, you just don't give a damn. You hate us and you talk down us and you make it a point to make us the point of your conversation every single time that we're the least of the least, we're the worst of the worst, we can do no good, we don't have no culture. That is a tether. And I said, all tethers are immigrants, but all immigrants are not tethers. So I gotta repeat that again? Hold on. For people in the back, in replay game, you may not catch that there. See, that's what these cats, they can't accept that because they openly hate us and they can't contain it. All tethers are immigrants, but all immigrants are tethers. Hey, Leroy, that's funny you bring that up here because I brought that to his attention. I was like, you do realize that your own people call us Akatas. How dare you move like this? He was like, Dave, you came up in Bolingbrook. Who called you Akata? Like, what? Where I was born at, where I lived at, got anything to do with people moving against me? Just because my residence was in this town here, man, my dad had me on his hip. I was everywhere with this man. So just because I lived in Bolingbrook doesn't mean that I was always in Bolingbrook. That don't stop that. So ironically though, a woman came into our post and she was like, thank you for that clarification. I've always heard the word tether, and I didn't know that. I'm glad you broke that down. And then she said, like, I'm from Jamaica. I just want to let you know that I'm not on your side like that, but I'm glad you broke that down. I was like, what? Not on your side? I was like, look here, it's not about sides. Here's about facts, okay? When the word tether is used, it's because you're doing something to undermine us. If you rock with us and you don't undermine us and you a rider, you're not a tether, and me and you could be friends. But if you are actively saying the worst disparaging things, then that's what you are because you don't like us. And then that's what I figured. I told him, I said, Josh, if you're moving this way, you never liked me. You never liked any Black Americans if you're talking like this here. And how dare you talk like this? Because if it wasn't for my people during the civil rights era, none of y'all people from Nigerian African countries would be in this country. See, these immigrants who are here are failing to forget, or they know that and they're pissed off because we the ones that did it, but it's our peoples, our families, our cousins, our uncles, our grandparents in the 50s and 60s in the civil rights movement that we fought for these Black immigrants to be here. And why was that? Short term was we recognized that the American government was letting a whole bunch of white immigrants come in. Now, white people were just coming in from all countries. It was coming in like that. And we said, hey, hold on, daddy white government. We find with civil rights, if you're going to bring some of these white immigrants in here, y'all better bring some of these Black ones in here too. Y'all going to keep bringing all these white immigrants in here, and then your numbers get so high, why we still here, and then why you're undermining us too as well, and then you really become a super majority in this country here. We said, no, Mr. White man, government man here. We was like, when we fight for our civil rights, we want equality. We're paying 100% of our taxes to have access to half of the facilities and items that our taxes pay for. How is it that let's say, for example, that you're making $30,000 a year in the 60s, and this white guy makes $30,000 in the 60s, and you both pay the same amount of taxes, but that white man can go to any white area and any black area. But when it came to blacks, we only had access to the white areas. We go to the white area. You know what that's called? Get a rope. So we said, nah. That's just a baseline. We was like, yo, we gonna pay full taxes. We need equal access. And then we add a little bit too. Oh, y'all gonna bring these white immigrants in here too. Okay, then let's balance that out and bring these black immigrants too as well, because y'all ain't gonna be this shady and bogus here. And what happened by us fighting for that as well? Unfortunately, guys, I'm gonna say this here. Unfortunately, even if you cool and you rise, you know, it was one of the worst things that could happen to FBA. We fought for people who don't give a damn about us because of the idea of Pan-Africanism. The idea that we all black under the system of white supremacy. So we're saying, hey, you know what though? We all in this battle together. When in actuality, we didn't realize that the people from the other areas have been colonized so much, they don't move how we move. They don't think how we think. We look at them and thought, oh yeah, we're gonna work this out. When in actuality, we were helping our enemies within our own midst. And was it now 60 years later now? We see the results. We see the ones who try to represent us in politics and undermine us and denigrate us, the Wes Moores. You've seen Wes Moore out here of his janky ass, the Kamala Harrises. Y'all better thank her, Yonya Waka. Greens in my bathtub, I clean them. Y'all better thank them. Barack Obama, with his janky ass museum that we got in the South Side of Chicago coming up, that is so over budget right now, is ridiculous here. Barack Obama was the last straw. He was the straw that broke the camel's back. We allowed the liberals, we allowed the janky boule, we allowed the Democrats to lie to us saying, oh, we can't give Barack Obama any problems his first term because he's now in there now, but he's the first black president. We gotta let him maintain the status quo, let him do his work. And then once he gets reelected in his second term, he gonna do all this with black people because they can't get him out because you only get 2 terms of president. So let him do all the regular stuff the first term, and then when he gets to the second term, he gonna do stuff for the black. He gonna be there. He's the black man. You see how he talks? He's smooth. He got swag. You see that tan suit he got on? Yeah, he gonna do something. Once we get to 2012 or 2016, he gonna rock for us. What happened, people? What happened between 2012 and 2016? Hell, the whole time, 2008 to 2016. Barack Tether Obama didn't do a goddamn thing for the 43 plus million foundational black Americans. You know what he did do though? He gave police extra protections when the riots were going on, when we were dealing with the issues in Ferguson, Trayvon Martin, when all the things that we were politically fighting. And what did Barack Obama do? He gave police officers more powers to combat the riots. Instead of going after the race soldiers who are killing our people, he gave them extra protections. What else did he do? He didn't give us no goddamn crime bill. He sure let the rainbow community go ahead and get married. How big was rainbow marriage? That's my terminology now. YouTube, like that, you know. How big was rainbow marriage? Y'all don't realize that was huge. It wasn't about marrying who you love. Like, we're alternative lifestyle, and we're not allowed to who we love, okay? We get to marry now, yay, we get to live together, and I can say, this is my husband, this is my wife, and my wife. No. That's what they put in the front. They always got to have something nice in the front to put that out. That's not the reason why that happened. It's called wealth distribution. What am I talking about? when I say wealth distribution. If I now can marry anybody, then I can make them legally under me and vice versa. Insurance purposes, oh man, one of us got the better insurance so I can go to the top doctors and get medical care or whatever those benefits are. I have access to that back and forth here. Oh, legally something happens and I get sick now. I can transfer money, wealth, assets to this person here, vice versa. And who did that impact more? The white tea community. How many blacks you see on a scale in the rainbow community? They out there, but not the numbers that we see. You got so many people who are pretending to be rainbow now so that they can get married and get benefits and distribution. It's a play, guys, whether with money, insurance, and assets. It's not about the right to love. It's the right to share and pass on assets to anybody, not just some janky woman that you don't like or some janky dude you don't like. It's so you can make it work your while. And that's what Brock did. What did we get out of that? Nothing. Not a goddamn thing, okay? 8 years went by and nothing happened. And then now as he moves around and he openly talks down at us. He openly denigrates us. Last year during the election, he tried to say, black men, you guys don't like women, so you guys need to get off your high horse and vote for Kamala. Like, what? We didn't vote for Kamala because y'all try to tell us that an Indian woman was black. And I don't know about you, but I've never seen where her mama's from and where you see where those men are at. If you call them black, they will get a gang of stones and stone your ass to death. I'm sorry. You trying to tell us that this woman is black when she's not black? No. And no disrespect, I'm not going to say the name here. There was a content creator saying, why was someone fake to be black? To get the goddamn black vote. Some people just want to be asinine and say, well, it doesn't benefit you to be black. In politics, it is when you can get that voter block. You get the majority of that black voter block, and then you move on to whites, the white teams. These tethers are hurting us. But all y'all ain't tethers. But the ones who call us in the cult are. The ones who say that we are in a cult are. And you can't be in a cult of something that you're born in with your family legacy and lineage. Cults are groups that are built, not because of your bloodline. What are you saying here? Divorce rates in the Rainbow Mafia, oh man, they got the highest divorce rates. Oh man, you put two women together, boy, the domestic violence cases, they're through the roof with women on women, y'all. They're through the roof. What are you saying here? Many immigrants came over here to be, yeah, that too. Kamala's dad was Irish and Indian, born in Jamaica. Exactly. I saw, her daddy's grandparents. They're whiter than white Irish, yo. Did you see that Project Leroy? Man, her was Jasper's grandparents. Her daddy's name is Jasper, right? Man, his grandparents is wiggity white tea with blonde hair and everything else, man. He said back in the day, Kamala had yams. Yeah, she did have yams. Hey, every once in a while, Tyrlando will say something factually correct, you know. Just because her dad is from Jamaica doesn't make her black. That's the thing here, hey, Pooh man. Jamaicans don't even call themselves black. They call themselves Jamaicans. You know what though, guys? Since this is up here, I got a little bit of time before I bounce out here. We're at the almost 2 hour mark here. Not bad for my, I ain't done a lot in a long time. I can do 2 hours like it's nothing. But the one thing that I learned about my best friend Zoe, remember I talk about her often. I keep her in my memories. I actually talked to her mama a few months ago. She actually relocated back to Jamaica after Zoe had passed away. She moved back home and everything, I never forget when me and Zoe first started hanging out around, it was like 2002, 2003. And I shit you not, guys. I asked her, hey, can you teach me a little bit of patois? I mean, me and you tight, I'm not trying to learn. Just tell me a few words, I just want to say a few things respectfully and things of that nature. You know what she told me? No, Dave. I was like, what? No, you don't get it. That's ours. I said, serious? What? Really? Dave, I'm not going to teach you patois. I'm not going to teach you a few words. You got to learn that on your own if you do know anything. That is ours. That's our language. I'm not going to teach you that. And she said it sternly to me. I was like, oh, my bad. I didn't know it was that serious. I was only 22, 23 years old. I didn't get it. Back in 2002, I didn't get it. So I just want to know a few words. What's the big deal? I literally said, but said you feel that way and you my peoples? Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was an unwritten rule, whatever like that. Now, fast forward now, 22, 23, 24 years later now. I get it. You know why, guys? Because Jamaicans have already delineated. You hear me? My own experience, and I had to learn in the early 2000s, but just didn't know it. They already delineated. My own best friend didn't want to tell me a few words. That's ours. I was like, okay. So you know what we're saying now, everybody else? We're doing the same thing too. This is our land. This is ours here. I'm sorry. It's no disrespect. We move how we move, and this is ours, and it was ours, and was yours, and that's what it is here. We're delineating just like how you delineated, right? And here's the thing that bothered me, and it bothered me. I shouldn't say bothered me, but I still understand it when David understands now. Hey, I'm sorry. That's a good one. Hey, shout out to Lethal Shooter. Hey, Jay, I understand it now. Hold on, you got to do the straight face. Like, okay, I understand it now. It took me 23 years. I understand it now. Thanks, Jay. Thanks, Jay. Yeah, man. Yeah, I understand it now, right? But we're delineating, and everybody delineates. But like that dude here who came in earlier saying that Jane is about African American, I wish he would have cammed up. I wish that we could have a discussion, because I still have not come across anybody to dispute how Jamaicans don't call themselves African Jamaicans. Thank you, Leroy. I still have not ran into a Jamaican who calls themselves or be okay with being called African Jamaicans. I still have not come across anybody who will be cool to call themselves African Haitians or Afro-Caribbeans in general, or whatever the case may be. No. What's going on, Divine? Thank you. No, we don't say that. But so why do we have to be called African Americans when every other group don't do it? But we got to be African Americans? But Jamaicans ain't African Jamaicans. You're not African Haitians. You're not African Dominicans. People from Dominican Republic. You don't hear about them being called African Dominicans. No, I'm Dominican. No, I'm Jamaican. I'm Haitian. I'm from this part of the Caribbean here. So you guys can delineate, but we can't. You can delineate, but we can't. We got to hold on to this flat blackness here. We got to be the whipping boys of the community. We got to be generic. We got to be you, and we also got to be less than. And what's happened is we have allowed them to cosplay as us, come into our communities, say that they're us, and take advantages of the resources and tax stuff that is available to us, and then get mad to say, nah, I'm good. We're done with this crap now. I'm going to say this that is not mine. I got this from Tariq Nasheed. Shout out to him with this one here, right? You know, I've had people come at me saying, man, Dave, Trump is messing up the country. Trump is messing up the country. Trump got us in another war. And Trump doing this, Trump doing that. And you know what I said? Good. Like Emperor Palpatine in Star Wars. Good. What, Dave? Trump's destroying the country. How can you say this is good? Wait, everybody, this is ridiculous. I mean, he's hurting people and eyes and people getting killed, deleted and unalive and everything. And Tariq said this eloquently here. If Kamala Harris would have got elected, it would have been still FBAs getting our asses whooped like it's always been since America's been established. Still on the bottom, still being the whipping boy, and still being on the bottom. With Trump in office, everybody's feeling the pain now. Oh yeah, everybody's feeling the pain now. Everybody is. Oh, I forgot, I didn't see this here, hold on. I have a $4.99, $5 chat to green here from my man, Mr. Cocaine here. I live in VA, Winston, what's that? Sears was playing in our face. Sorry, man. Sorry I missed that. Hey, man. Salud. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Right back at you with the super. Shout out to the green plate in the building. Sorry about that. You know, like I was saying, though, with Trump being in office, basically everybody feels the pain. Everybody's being treated like a nigga with a hard ER. And here's the way I look at it. If we're not gonna get what we need to get, if we can't get a crime bill, if we can't get reparations, we just can't get basic laws that help foundational Black Americans, because we've been in this country, we built this, we're the longest, oldest ethnogenesis lineage group on this land right now, and we can't get nothing. People have been here but a goddamn hour can come in here and get money and food stamps and stipends and insurance and a place to stay and all the stuff like that, can walk in the door and get the stuff like this. Don't let these cats say, my family came to this country with 2 cents in their pocket and look where they're at now. Hey, he had 2 cents in his pocket, but as soon as he stood foot on this land, you know what happened? Daddy government gave him an apartment to stay in. Daddy government put him on aid to give him insurance. And then, or maybe you couldn't get insurance, but you had kids, so your kids got the insurance so they can get up in here. Daddy government lets you all get these debit cards to come in here. Daddy government is over here raising the goddamn debt to keep y'all in here. How to say you go, I came here with 2 cents and look where I'm at. No, the government in Chicago just spent $1 billion for y'all to come over here. Talk about some goddamn 2 cents. You lying ass, janky ass people. You came here with a bag. Don't believe that goddamn lie. I came with $2 in my pocket. Remember that old blues song? I'll show my age. Forgot the brother's name. These last $2. Anybody know that old blues song? These last $2. I don't believe that crap. We see the gameplay now. We see it. They allowed him to come in this country with a goddamn bag. Shout out to thank you, Johnny Taylor. I know I got see, FBA. Oh, we got our FBAs here. Who know that one? Thank you, FBA. Look at, yes, thank you. FBA's in the building. These last $2 that I had in my pocket, nigga, and I made something of myself. No. Soon as you got here, with your kids got insurance. They put you into a facility so you can get your own place. And then, let's say here, I said all that already. Let me add another point here. If Kamala Harris would have been president, talking about housing assistance, first-time buyers, $25,000, you guys do realize that was gonna be an immigrant-only program. Us here, FBAs, would not qualify if she became president and pushed that in there. And he was like, see, y'all didn't vote Kamala in, and she was gonna help you get houses with $25,000 for immigrants. Why do you think we looking at this stuff and like, why we have a little bit, like, we got a bug in our ass. Wait, hold on here. You're gonna give 25, not to everybody? It's not even a lift all program, for crying out loud. You're not even making a lift all program. At least making a lift all program for the 25 G's. said the album was called, thank you. Hey, my pops loved that song. I couldn't get away from that track. I'll be in my dad's truck back in the day. He played that song all the time. What the hell? But we're the cult. We are the cult for saying we love our blackness. We love our lineage. We love our family. We're done looking for some mythical cultured figures in our family from 5, 6, 7, 800 years ago that even we went to Africa, they wouldn't even claim us. That is disrespectful for our ancestors, our grandparents, and our whatever times great-grandparents that was on this land here. That is disrespectful to the current history of our family, looking for people beyond them saying, oh, I'm from Africa. What about your family in the 1800s? What about your family in the 1900s? And if you can trace back like I can, what about your family in the 1700s? We're just going to disrespect them. We're just going to ignore them. We're just going to say, nah, they don't matter. But some mythical people from the 1,000-year reign, whatever the case may be, it's like, I am African from Nigeria when Nigeria really didn't exist as a nation state to the 1890s. Nah, that's done. We're done with the games, guys. We're done with the games. We're not a cult. We're just tired. And we're repping ours. We have love for ourselves. Don't let these other people try to come in and disrespect us and saying that we don't have any culture. We don't know where we're from. And we're just lost people. They say that because that is them. People in Nigeria didn't have last names in the 1890s. It's been less than 200 years before they got last names. They don't know who they are. Some of them come here and don't even have birth certificates, know when they were born. Ask them where they're from, and then ask them where they're born. They say January 1st, you know they're an immigrant. And I'm not mad at the immigrants. Like, I hate y'all like that. No. I don't like the disrespect because you think that you're better than us when at the end of the day, we thought we were all people. We're not over here thinking that we're better than anybody else. But you know what we are saying, though? We are going to own what we have done. We're not saying we're better than you, but we're going to own what we've done. You're not going to take that away from us, our achievements. The patents that we were able to get right out of slavery, over 50,000 patents was issued to foundational Black Americans right after slavery. Can you imagine how many patents in this country would be owned by foundational Black Americans if we weren't under the guise of Jim Crow slavery and being confined to 3/5 of a human? Don't forget that Kamala Harris gave the AAPI community 86 million. Yeah, man. Don't get me started, upper man. Let me put another bug in you guys' ears. I'm gonna put another bug in you guys' ears. Don't let any of these people talk down about our reparations talk here. Oh yeah, whoops. 1 second, guys. Earpiece fell out. Sorry. I got all this hair, I didn't even feel it popping out here. Let's talk about reparations for a second. I'm not done yet. I want to have a conversation about reparations. What's going on, Divine? I gotta get to these supers here. I'll be talking, I don't look at the chat, and I see the supers come in late. Shout out to my man Divine dropping the $1.99, $2 holla, getting the blue plates passing before we get to reparation talk, saying salute, Dave, you cooking like you never left. Hey, man, thank you, Divine. Appreciate that, man. Thank you, Divine. Hey, brother, salute. Thank you for the holla, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. And right back at you with the super. That blue plates. Hey, guys, show your love. Hey, likes up in the building. Like the live. Outside of also commenting on the live chat, Also put a post in the regular comment check as well. Just say what's up, say salute. Just drop a comment in the regular, do me a favor like that. Salute to the tribe here, man. We having a good time here, man. Said Pooh Man, them Indian gals. Hey, what's going on, Snap? Welcome back. Thank you. Yeah, man, appreciate it. Let's talk about reparations, guys. I want to have a quick talk about reparations. And this ain't gonna be the last time I'm talking about reparations. We're gonna keep talking about this. Because it's old. It's a debt owed. It's not begging. It's not a handout. If you see someone who claims to be black and they say a handout, it's because they ain't FBA. They are saying that because they don't qualify for it. Anybody who calls it a handout doesn't qualify for it, and they mad because they can't get it if and when it does. I say if, when it will come. Know why I'm saying that? When? He was like, I remember I did a live last year and I started getting into the talk here about reparations. They're never going to give reparations. They're never going to cut that check. Let me tell y'all something. They said that we were never going to be, we were not going to get out of slavery. They said that we were always going to be inhuman. They said that it was in the Constitution that we were 3/5 human. And we fought that. So if we can fight to become human, we can get a damn check. Y'all see, they don't look at, they like say, oh, these white folks are giving y'all money. This ain't gonna happen. We were slaves. We were 3/5. They even to the point with the Dred Scott decision, how they used that against us. And then we fought to become 5/5. We became the foundation of this country here. So I just want to say it off the rip here. They can say, if you never go, it's all about money. Hell yeah, it's about money. You know why? The United States wouldn't be here without the free labor of our ancestors. That was free, inhumane labor, working all day, every day, living on scraps, and then tattered clothes and watching us getting beat, butt breaking, great status, dehumanized, making men look less than men, taking our women, destroying, even deleting our own kids, whatever the case may be. They did everything under the goddamn sun, so that this country is where it is, where everybody flocks here. Everybody wants to be an American. Everybody wants to come to Hollywood to make some stuff. Everybody want to go to New York because it's the Big Apple. People want to go to Florida to be at Miami Beach and look at the big old titty women and asses don't got to worry about problems. They want to go to California and kick it on Venice Beach. They want to be in Long Beach. They want to be in LA. They want to be in Texas like a ride-on cowboy. Yeehaw. They don't want to be in Asia no more. They don't want to be in Africa no more. They want to come here and get where the garden is good. Yeah. And all that happened is because of our sacrifice from our family forefathers, how they came here and built this landmass. Because look at it, the YT community failed every instance to build this land up until the slave game got started here, and we built this up while they whipped and chained and beat us here. Nothing happened until we were the foundation of this land here. They couldn't build no crops. They couldn't grow the seeds of the vegetables and the vegetation of this land here. They didn't build the train station. The train stations actually owned slaves. The actual train companies, guys, when we were building the railroads all across the country, even though at the California, where people try to say, well, the Chinese built the train tracks. Yeah, they built the equivalent like 600 miles of tracks while we've been building the train tracks because we were slaves under the train companies here from building it all across the country. And then China came and put a few tracks down. We have been involved in every goddamn thing here. And then try to say it's a handout? To say it's a handout? Shout out to my girl Sheila here. with the $1.99 $2 house. Say, glad to see you back. It's like I never left. Salud. Thank you for the holler, Sheeta. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right back at you with that super. Hope you're doing good, girl. Knows you also have some health issues as well. So I'm glad you're doing good over there, girl. Appreciate the holler. Appreciate the holler. Thank you very much. Do this here. It's not a handout. Because in actuality, our ancestors should have been getting that money from the jump street here. The 40 acres and the mule where some of us actually did get that, and it got taken away when some of us did get some of that. But we are old things. And then when they didn't give us nothing, what did our FBA ancestors do? We'll build it ourselves. Building up the Rosewoods, building up the Black Wall Streets and everything across the country. And every time that we said, you know what, if y'all ain't gonna give it to us, we're gonna work within ours and we're gonna build it ourselves because we are smart. Even though we ain't had your form of education, but we are educated because we had to teach ourselves education under the guise, because if you knew we were smart, you would kill us, you would delete us. Right? So we had to learn so much where we built our own banks. We built our own schools. We built our own communities. We built our own cities. And as soon as we got to a point that was popping, they destroyed it and took us out and burned it down out of their own jealousy. Because like, why is these niggas doing so good? Every time we build, they come and destroy with the help of daddy government. But we're begging to get what's owed to us. The last woman who was the last sole survivor of the Black Wall Street massacre just passed away a few months ago. The way let you know that didn't happen that long ago. She was a baby when it went down. She was a young child, but she just passed away last year. That's how recent it was. We still have people alive from the massacre, but reparations is a handout. Reparations is a handout. You're begging. You don't deserve it. Hey, T. Orlando, let me ask you a question, T. Orlando, from my legal brother here. If we file a lawsuit, we're trying to get justice, and the main person who has been wronged, who's been injured, pass away, can the estate sue on behalf of the dead loved one, T. Orlando? That's what we're talking about here. Just because the people died doesn't mean that the estate can't follow through to get what's right. If that was the case, then wouldn't every major lawsuit will find a way to drag the law system down so that people would no longer be here so they don't have to pay out anything if they knew they were in the wrong? Think about it, guys. In legal terms today, don't you think that if that was the law, when the person passes away, the person deletes, and then that there was some little loophole that if that was the case, you didn't have to cut a check again, everybody would be playing the shot clock and try to hold things out until they didn't have to cut a check no more. Hold on here. Shout out to my man Jay with the $2 holla pushing the blue plate saying, was it a handout for Japanese Indians? Hey, man, I'm going to talk about that too. My man Jay. Hey, brother, salud. Thank you for the holla. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, back at you with the blue plate. Appreciate that, man. T. Orlando says, the estate can sue. That's what we're talking about here. When it comes to Foundation Americans, we are the survivors. We are the estate. The claim passing to the estate. Executed estate has standing to sue. But what about the statute of limitations? Hey, T. Orlando, you're a lawyer. What if we could put together a case that showed that the American government was complicit in trying to run out the clock so that the statute of limitation would exit out, and you could prove that, as we're seeing here? Or statute of repossess. Exactly. I get you. Thank you for putting in the comments, because I know if I ask you a real question, you're gonna really put your smart hat on with your University of Georgia education. Did you go to Georgia? No, I'm just playing with you, man. But just because someone passes away when they've been injured does not mean that the family, AKA and or the estate, can go after what was justly due to them. Know what this reminds me of, guys, so that the YT community can really understand? Because the YT community made this movie. Remember that movie, Philadelphia? Came out like 20 plus years ago. Tom Hanks, Denzel Washington. Put the one in the chat if y'all remember that movie, Philadelphia. Y'all remember that movie, Philadelphia? Put the one in the chat if y'all remember that movie. Oh, T. Orlando, come on, man. You said you got a full ride scholarship, man. Your education will be on point. As much as you trolling, you're gonna be mad at the fact that you went to the University of Georgia. Are you a tether to Orlando? You're supposed to represent where you from. If you represent your college, own your college. Own Joe College, okay? You own Joe College. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Okay, so remember Philadelphia. Okay, for you guys, for most of y'all who don't remember Philadelphia, you know, the movie was about Tom Hanks played a lawyer who was of the rainbow community. He contracted HIV/AIDS, and when they found out that, you know, he was sick and then he liked to mess with boys, the law firm let him go. And when I believe that he was supposed to be line up for partner. And I think it was based on a true story. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was based on a true story, loosely. And then Denzel, being the black lawyer, he came on, took on the case. But if you remember the movie, during the process, you know, he had the complications from AIDS brought down Tom Hanks down to a certain point that he passed away during the trial. Now, with all these tethers, immigrants, and the white T supremacy would say, you know, okay, if the rule's in their favor, when Tom Hanks' character passed away, we don't gotta fight no more. It's over. He's gone. We don't got, all we gotta do is pay our lawyers their finally hourly wage, and we keep it moving. No, that's not what happened. Even though he passed away, his mom, his dad, even the bussy boyfriend, they kept the lawsuit going, and they fought and they won a huge damn payout. So in that loose example, that's exactly when we're talking about reparations. Our family was injured and passed away while the American government did everything they could to run out the shot clock so that they couldn't cut any checks here. So know what we're saying here now? We're done with all them game plans here. We're going after it right now. Because here's the biggest thing that people want to use about reparations. We can't pay all the blacks money. It would bankrupt the country. You go ahead and pay 40 plus million people $100,000, $200,000. It would put the national debt in additional trillions, and we would never get out of it. How could, I feel bad for your family. I feel bad, but we can't bankrupt the country. Are you with the Georgia Tech, nigga? Oh, man, you are smart. You're at the Georgia Tech? You are smart. I was supposed to go to Georgia Tech. I just didn't want to go to Georgia. I was actually applying to Georgia Tech. I was like, but I didn't want to move to Georgia. I wanted to go to an HBCU at the time. You know what? I do not know, but now you're going to make me look into that, T. Orlando. I'm not afraid to say I don't know something. Now, let me add something here. When I mentioned that analogy here. And I'm going to use this to sign off here because I got more stuff to talk about in other live streams, and I got stuff to do. Today is my birthday. I can't be here for 6 hours. I got people waiting for me, people making cakes for me and everything like that. You know, remember Big Boy and was it Deuce Bigelow? Cakes and pies, cakes and pies, cakes and pies. But anyways, hold on. Let me get this. I need to finish my thought here. Shout out to Jay with another $2 holla, pushing the blue plate, saying, "Yet the small hats get billions a year from us." Well, we're gonna talk about that. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna talk about that. My man Jay, salute. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. And right back at you with that super, man. Appreciate that. Says we were supposed to get confiscated Confederate land property. Okay, that's some. Hey, I like that tier land. I'm gonna look into that now. That's some more history that I want to see into now. Thank you for putting that bug in my ear, because when I get a bug in my ear, I go OCD and I start reading for days. So I'm gonna look into that, man. Thank you for that one. Thank you. I'm gonna look into that now. When it comes about the idea about reparations and they saying it's gonna bankrupt the country, these immigrants is causing Chicago to be bankrupt. Don't you? Isn't it ironic that they would rather spend money on people who are not Americans than the people who have been here in our own and who's been here the whole time? I'm out here in Chicago right now and I literally saw $1 billion go out the damn door. But there's no reparation for black people? Don't you understand that cutting a check like reparations would jumpstart the community if we got that money? Because we're not leaving. See, what happens when you give these immigrants the money, they come here, they set up shop, and then next you know, they send that money back home. That money never comes back to the States here. They give it to them, and they send to help their people out. If we got a check, it stays here in the country. It stays here in the community. We are spending at home. Now, we may take a vacation out of the country and spend some money like that because we kicking it now. I ain't gonna front. You give a person a check for $200,000, whatever like that. We might go take a European cruise. Might go to Italy or some stuff like that. But you know what though? We are bringing our black asses right back, and we're going to spend that money here. All the money will go to the car dealerships, will go to the restaurants, to buying a home, to go ahead and hooking up your home. Maybe you don't want to be a homeowner. You want to go get an apartment. You want to buy clothes, things of that nature. You're going to, whatever it is as far as commerce, needs, and goods, it's going to be spent here. Not sent to some relatives so they can go ahead and make some dirt cookies. It's going to be spent here. It's going to, even though we're taking the money out of, and it's going to raise the debt, you got to remember though, when we spend, then that's being taxable. As soon as they give us the money, then Uncle Sam is getting that money back in tax revenue. You may say, well, if we give y'all money, y'all might blow it. Who gives a damn? It's my goddamn money. I'm grown. Don't something to do with my money. What if I did blow it? If I did blow it, let's just say they gave us $200,000. I blow $200,000 right into the community, and the taxes, everybody got the taxes. The fast food restaurants, the regular sit-down restaurants, the gas stations got their money. I bought a new car, clothes, whatever it is. I bought a TV. I had to buy lights. I got a camera. I got a computer. Everybody wins. And if I go ahead and go broke, hey, you got the money faster. Uncle Sam gets taxed and got his money back from me and then some now. What you saying here? You said, gonna buy a spot for a business. Said, dirt cookies is diabolical work. It's true though, Jay. It's true they be making them dirt cookies, man. I didn't believe it until I saw it. I was like, God damn, they really do make dirt cookies. But give me $200,000. I'm buying T-bond. See, I just do it out there like that. You give me $200,000, it's going right back into my IRA. I'm putting it right back into the market. I'm getting these dividends. Okay, yeah, we're gonna make that $200,000. We're gonna make that $200,000 to $10 million in the market, baby. That's how I look at it. I'm gonna go buy a few things. I'll go ahead and pay the house off. Get a new pair of shoes. Get a couple of bags. You know what I'm saying? Get my locks done. Put the money aside so I have my locks done. But the rest of that is going to the market, baby. You know what I'm saying? So that sounds familiar. But let me state this here about reparations and saying that how it'll bankrupt the community or the country and things of that nature. I want to put you guys in some games for you guys to look into. Now, off the top, I cannot remember the Seminole tribe exact name who come out of Florida, but just to let you know, it is the same tribe that owns the Hard Rock Corporation. The Hard Rock hotels, things of that nature. Let me just give you just to give you a picture. Like as far as like the Hard Rock Hotel, there's one in Florida. They used to be in Vegas where it's now a Virgin Hotel, but then, they sold that property because, their corporation really wanted a hotel in the Las Vegas Strip. So after they sold their property to Virgin, they've been waiting until the Mirage, got sold and they bought the Mirage. So instead of keeping it open while they renovated to like a Hard Rock, they literally shut the hotel down. It's going to be down for 3 years while they renovate it. They paid $2 billion for the property and another $1 billion to renovate to make it an official Hard Rock. So if you go to Vegas and the Strip now, you see that they're building the guitar tower. That's going to be a whole line of suites there, right? So I'm telling this story for a reason. So they're spending $3 billion and they're not even going to make one penny yet until they reopen. If they're on time, they'll reopen next year in 2027. $3 billion. That's owned by the Seminole Group in Florida. How have they been able to generate that kind of money to even buy all those hotels, all the casinos? Check this out, guys. That particular tribe, whenever a boy is born, I may have this number off. I can't remember if it's 120,000 or 180,000. Whenever a boy in that tribe who is run by that Seminole group who owns the Hard Rock, whenever a new boy is born, I can't remember if it was 120 or $180,000 is put into a trust every year. So when they turn 18 years old, there's north of 6 figures that's been put into account, building interest. So by the time they're 18 years old, those boys who are now grown now are automatic millionaires. And you know what they do once they become 18? Whatever the situation, they go to school, or they get a trade, and then they find their way to work within the system of the Hard Rock. And so now you have a person who is family, because they're part of that tribe, bloodline, lineage. They've already delineated because they got their tribe. So they work for the company. And so each new boy that comes in is a millionaire. So can you imagine how many millionaires are born? And by the time they're 18, well, they go to college and then they come work for the company, or they go straight for the company, or they get a certain trade to work within the ramifications of the corporation. So whoever's working under that, all the boys who are part of that tribe are millionaires. And how do they get that money, guys? That 120, the $180,000 comes from reparations that the American government has given to the tribes, and they've constantly got reinfusions of reparations where that this keeps going on and on. Now, if they don't have that, they don't have a huge community like us. We're 43 million strong. But the fact that there's already a framework, there's already a process in place that's been going on for decades and decades, where that the boys that are born are millionaires, to the point now that the Hard Rock can spend $3 billion to buy and renovate a hotel before they even make one goddamn red cent. But you're telling me that y'all can't give us reparations when they already got a framework in place that's working, it's established, and it's a successful company that's buying properties and making hand over fist left and right. Shout out to my man T. Orlando. He came in the fray, his cheap ass. Yeah, T. Orlando dropped salute. You know he's feeling good about himself. He dropping the $5 holla, putting the green in the chat here. My man T. Orlando, guys, I gotta be real. He gives me the most hell since I've been gone here. Tell me, this nigga don't stream no more. This nigga got soft. This nigga, all this nigga, this nigga, that. Gotta be right. My man T. Orlando, hey brother, salute. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you. Thank you. And right back at you with that holla. Appreciate you. Green plates passing. Chelsea says every dang year. Yes, Chelsea. The boys that up every year, that money goes into the account. And then it builds interest. Now, you know that when you got a lot of money, those interests make a lot of sense, because I don't know how many people got IRAs and investment accounts. I remember when I first started saving and investing, and I remember I got my first $10,000 invested, and I'm only making like, what was it like? That first year I got like 9% gain on $10,000. Like, man, I ain't got nothing. But fast forward 10 years from now, that interest, man, what I got in my retirement, dude. I was making more money in my investment account last year almost at one point than my salary was doing here, right? And that's going into those young boys' accounts where they realize not every year, and they turn 18, they are automatic millionaires. They go work for the company. And then next, you got next time you go to the Hard Rock, guys, whatever Hard Rock you go to, and if you see the people working there, the men working there, and you look at the age, think about it. $120,000, $180,000 a year for 18 years, interest bearing, and then this say that you see someone at 35 years old. Man, that Seminole Indian's probably worth about $15 million. Are you talking about indigenous people? I'm talking about the Seminole tribe who owns the Hard Rock Hotel. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the actual Seminole tribe in Florida. You guys can look that up. So there is already a framework for reparations that they're already doing for that Seminole tribe. Hell, the tiny hat people get money every year. Hell, but know what they do with the tiny hat people? They do it in little milking sections. You know, they don't go hard like they, because, you know, that was in World War II, but they still drop in check. The last infusion from the American government was like a $5 million payment to the descendants of Holocaust survivors. You know, they'll do $5 million here, another $10 million here. Look, just out of the blue, you know, it's like, okay, we'll do this here, it's fine. You know, it's like they do that, you know, they don't have a thing like that with the, you know, they'll just go ahead and say, hey, we need another check. Oh, okay, here we go. Ready to go, there you go. Yeah, make that $5 million work, you know, and they'll come back. That's how they do. If you think about it, guys, do yourself a favor. Go look at anytime you see a report, they say only $5 million. But when was the last $5 million? What was the last $10 million? What was the last $20 million? They get little dribbles. It's like a leaky faucet. It keeps coming and coming. They don't cut the one big check. It keeps coming and coming and coming. You know what I'm saying? Pause. He says, Ed Bloom is getting his people reparations and laws passed for his small. Yes, he is, man. Hey, you want it, Leroy? Yes, sir. Oh, Lord, here you go again. You're African. Well, you know what, though? Shout out to Africa, man. No, we FBA. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, don't come in here denigrating us. I got no problem. But, you know, our problem is the denigration and the tethers. If you ain't a tether, we cool. If you move in tether ways, hey, you know, you're going to get another side of me. But that's just the Seminole group. That's about the tiny hat people. Tdnd mentioned this, now I'm about to get into it. World War II, Japanese went after, you know, they round them up after Hiroshima, right before Hiroshima when Pearl Harbor. Oh, they are? I guess me saying tiny hat people, right? Let me see if I got dinged here. Let me refresh. Okay, I haven't got dinged yet. We'll find out in a second. But they have banks too. Yeah, yeah, that's true, Derek. Yes. Maud, we are not African. Exactly. Ain't none of us African here. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why people come. I'm this. No, okay. We're not African here. You know, we're not African here, man. Thank you, Leroy. But like I was saying, when Tdnd mentioned earlier about the Japanese in World War II, after Pearl Harbor. But Tdnd, Pearl Harbor was what, 1945? When did the Japanese get their checks? Do you guys know? You know Japanese got reparations. They're only locked up, depending on the timing of it, some of them got locked between 1 and 3 years. Does anybody know, guys? When Pearl Harbor happened, and then the U.S. government did not know who was a double agent and said, we don't trust nobody, we're going to take all y'all, and we're going to put y'all locked up until we figure this thing out, right? It had between 1 to 3 years, then okay, we let that go. And then they sued, right? We talking about that happened in 1945. Do you guys know that a check didn't come to around the early 80s? Almost 40 years, guys. Japanese got a check about 40 years later in the 80s. They beat you there, Tdnd. I was about to say it. I was going to say 87, but thank you, Tdnd. 88. You know, I got to do my little spiel here. But you beat me to it. Yes. What did they get, Tdnd? Like $22,000, $24,000? What did they get for? I'm not trying to minimize it, right? But some of them were locked up for 1 to 3 years, and they got $24,000. Hold on, though. The check was cut 40 years later. A lot of them were already unalived and moved on to the upper room before that check came, because it was 40 years later. But you know who got that check? Their descendants, the estate. Exactly. They still got a check. So let me get this straight here. Just off the top of the dome. There's more people, right? We just talked about the tiny hat people getting checks and still getting checks. I talked about one tribe. I don't have time to go through all the tribes who get checks, because I will make my birthday live into an 8-hour live stream. But we talked about the tiny hats. We talked about one tribe. We talked about the Japanese, and I can go on and on and on. What I'm saying here is, and Tdnd being my legal beaver here, there is a precedent of other lineage groups getting reparations for their group, their lineage, their bloodline because of the atrocities by the American government. We got to remember, it was the American government that kept us in slavery. Remember, they even created the slave patrols when runaway slaves, when people were running and they caught them, and what would happen when they were caught, and how they created the groups to keep us in this system of supremacy and in slavery. You know that, right? The government is implicit because they created mechanisms to maintain it. And since they did wrong, they have set up precedents and then cut checks to every group but us. But you know what happens? We allow these tethers. We allow these people to cosplay as us who want to act as our representatives and say, we don't need representatives to hand up. We need to work hard. We need to work hard. I came in this country we know people came in this country with $2 in their pocket. But wait a minute here. You ain't us, so you're not allowed to represent us, Kamala Harris. You're not allowed to represent us, Wes Moore. You're not allowed to, what's that woman named Karen Bass from California, the mayor, LA there? You're not allowed to represent us because you know what, we know how you move in here. Barack Obama, you do not represent us here. They do not represent us here. But every other group gets something. But then when we get what's due to us, you know what they say? Oh, no, we're going to bankrupt the country. 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 In fairness, I've been getting reparations from these snow bunnies for years. This is T. Orlando, people. He ain't lying. I think he hates black women now. All he talks about is snow bunnies lately. T. Orlando, you hate black women, don't you? It's okay if you don't like black women. You can tell me that. You know what, T. Orlando? You don't hate black women. Let's be real, T. Orlando. You've been dating immigrants, and that's your problem. You allowed the immigrants to warp your mind to go to the snow bunnies. And tribe, we gotta get T. Orlando right so we can get him away from these snow bunnies and get him a nice FBA sister. Stop playing, T. Orlando. But all in all, guys, what is going on here is an orchestrated attack because other groups for so many years who can play and act like us cannot fake it anymore. They're not going to get the resource that they use to act like us anymore. They can't get the cultural currency to think they're one of us anymore. They got to stand on their own 2 feet here and represent their own. And the problem is they never wanted to represent their own because that's why they fled their country to come here. They hate their country. They hate their homeland. They hate their people and wanted to come here for a new start. And once they came for a new start, they wanted a whole new beginning, but a whole new beginning under a guise of other people. Because, whenever you ask them if they're if you from Africa, they get upset. We meet them from Africa. Like, what's the problem? You look like you African. I see your goddamn hairline. I got into so many arguments with people. It's like, dude, I know you're not an FBA. How you know I'm not FBA? Look at your goddamn hairline. Wait, no. You see, I'm 46 years old. You see my hair? Look at this hairline. Guys, you got iPhones and brand new Galaxy tabs. Look at this hairline, baby. I'm 46 years old today, and this is what an FBA hairline looks like. You don't see my shit pushed back like George Jefferson with the roof gone like I'm a goddamn drop top. Nah, you don't see the jankiness and the peppercorns in my hair. You don't see the beady beads and everything like that. So if my barber tried to put clippers, he will break his clippers with the beady beads and the buckshots and the peppercorns. Nah. I'm gonna say here, this is the pretending inside of me. So you got no Indian in your family. Yo, you should see my people from Hazelhurst, Mississippi, yo. This is the Indian side here. But we see you. We know how you look. We know you not us. We can see your hairline. We can hear your accent. Guys, these people think that when they live here for so long, that their accent's gone. We can hear you talk. What do you mean I'm not? Dude, I hear your accent. Dude got a hard ass. I talked to dude, got a hard ass accent. How you know? I was like, dude, wait, you ain't fooling nobody. You're not fooling nobody. You're going to take on the tongue and language of your mother or your parents. Hell, I was born and raised in the suburbs of Chicago. And at the older I get now, you can ask my people. I'm talking, when I'm not on YouTube, I'm talking more country and country every day. You know why? Because I was raised around my dad who's from Kentucky. So he had always these goddamn crazy country sayings now. And now the older I get, I'm repeating the same country sayings now. And if I don't look out, I'm actually got a little bit of accent with my dad's twang into it right now. Because you take on the tongue of your parental figures who raised you. No. Out of the way. Nah. T. Orlando, tell Dave he looks like the black guy from Miami Vice. What? How do I look like the black guy from Miami Vice? I ain't got no curl, Derek. You're trying to make me laugh, Derek. That's the way you can make me laugh, Derek. I look like they're from Miami Vice, but I got this long. You see how long? Hey, God, no two twists. You see how long my hair comes down here? Man, what's it Tubbs? He had a curl. It was a hard curl, too. It looked wet, but it was dry. What you talking about, man? Same, I felt that with the country accent. You know what I'm talking about, Chelsea. Yeah. Derek, you stupid, man. I ain't gonna front. I didn't miss your janky ways, Derek. You know, if you can keep it under control. I do miss your janky ways. But guys, let me just recap this here. They know the gig is up. The gig is up. Remember when they talk about woke, that was started by us. That started by FBAs and black Americans. Then the white liberals hijacked it, and then they made it a bad thing, But when we originally came out with woke, we're saying we're waking up. That was the beginning stages of where we're at today when we started seeing things going on and we were no longer going for the banana in the tailpipe. But somehow the white liberals co-opted and took it, and then next the woke came in and you see these woke folks acting a certain type of way. So we stopped using woke anymore. It's like, all right, we see what happened, woke, all right. You see these liberals here, they doing what they doing here. And I want to end on this here, guys. FBA is not a cult. We're a lineage of 43 million people. Anybody who says that is somebody who is a paid shill, or if they're an insecure immigrant African from the Caribbean who is upset that they can no longer tether on to us instead of embracing what is their own birthright in their own community. They want to be us so bad, so when we're saying, no, you can't be us, they're going openly denigrating and attacking us. And here's one thing I've been seeing up until this last week, guys. I got threats from people. It's like, I'm going to kill you because I'm not African. These guys over here are acting the same way with their tribal beasts back home with their 54 countries here. How many goddamn tribes are in Nigeria right now? Too many to goddamn count. And you know why so many tribes? Because they're so damn tribal and they're so damn split up, they can't even come together them damn selves. So if you got all them damn tribes in Nigeria, how the hell you gonna come to us in America and say we need to be together, nigga? We all one. And you can't be together in Nigeria with all y'all goddamn tribes. The oxymoron in that. You want us to come together with you when you can't even come together with yourselves here. So let's just say, for instance, that us FBA say, we're going to rock with the Nigerians. We're going to rock with Ghanaians. We're going to rock with everybody in these other countries in Africa, right? And then we come together, but when we go to y'all are splintered and fractured. It's a done deal because it never works. How can we rock with you? You ain't even rock with your own selves. How can we rock with you when you don't rock with your own selves? And it doesn't work. So we're saying like, no. It's over. We're doing our own thing. Fight your own damn battles. We're going to sit this out. We're going to be line dancing. Oh, we're going to be line dancing. We're doing our thing. Here's the thing. They are upset because now they're getting the black treatment. Everybody's seen throughout American history of us getting our asses whooped and getting beat down. And the thing is, everybody feels the pain. And that's what it's going to be here, people. Whether when the support comes from politicians, it needs to be a black agenda, or we're sitting our black ass on the couch. We're no longer falling for these things that say, hey, we got to work together. We need this here. We got to help these other people. No, I want to take this analogy because we got to look at ourselves as parents. and you have your own household and you got to raise your own kids and make sure your kids are good from babies to adolescents, teenagers to grown adults, they go to college so that they're a productive member of society, right? But are you a good father? Are you a good mother if you don't even take care of your kids and then they let them do what they want to do and they just run amok and then become whatever disheveled, degenerate kids, stuff of that nature? And while they run the streets, you go to your neighbor's house and help their daughter with their damn algebra homework because they need help because they're a problem, right? That's basically what it is to help out other people come to this country here. We are on purpose ignoring your kids, your American children here who need the help, in essence, for your next door neighbor. So you're allowing your kids to be degenerates while you help the next man. That don't make you a good parent. That makes you a goddamn horrible person. You don't care about your own kids, but you care about the next door neighbor's kids? No. That's not how this game works. I want to say this here what Malcolm X said here. These white liberals, guys, they're the worst. They're the worst. You know why I say that? I like my classic racism. The Republicans and everything with Donald Trump, it's worse than everything. I like the racism that's just classic, and I know the get down. Hey, what's going on here, nigger, with the hard ER? I like classic racism. I know where you stand, you know where I stand, and we know how the get down's gonna be get down, right? But that's the far right. They let you know. I can respect that. But these Democrats here, these white liberals, you know what they do? They smile in your face. We're your friend. Yeah. We want to fight for rights. Yeah. I mean, oh my God. We were with you. I love rap music. Oh my God. That J. Cole. Oh, I love a J. Cole. Oh, man, that Kendrick Lamar. Oh, not like us. Oh, not like us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then when it come down to it, and they go ahead and in Chicago spend a goddamn $1 billion while they raise our property taxes 20, 40, 60%, where at the FBA elderly are forced to either foreclose their homes or got to sell their homes because they can't afford to stay in their homes. Then the government take them home and put the illegals right where these FBAs are. That's what the liberals doing here in goddamn Chicago right fucking now. So if you Democrat talking about Republicans don't like you, you don't like us either. We're not stupid. We don't fall for the blue no matter who. We're not falling for the blue no matter who. No. Oh, these Republicans are racist. So are you. You just smile on my face. They keep a scowl. You fronting. You putting on a fraud. They at least keep it a buck. That's why I can respect it, because I know how to navigate if I know how you move. How am I supposed to navigate when you smile in my face, which means that, I know this here, so I'm going to say, I'm going to just fall back so I can see your janky ways. That's how the game goes, baby. Says like Theo Keep said, them liberal progressives be on some, yo, homie, yo, exactly. Yo, what's going on? My dog, I like rap music. Those the same ones. Go ahead when you move into their neighborhood and call the police on you. We got 5 black niggers. I don't think they live there. Look like there's a lot of mob action going on. I'm eating some apple pie right now. Can you send the police over, please? I don't trust them. So shout out to my FBA community, y'all. We got to stay strong. We got to stay vigilant. We got to stay strong. We got to stay vigilant. And keep going. We got it going here. Well, we got to keep going. And it's not helping others who would dare not help us. The days of saying, we got to help our brother. Oh, no. We got to help our damn selves. Being selfish is actually pretty good at times, guys. Sometimes you have to be selfish for yourself to get what you need. You spread yourself thin by giving yourself to others, you never get what you want. It's okay to be selfish right now. And the thing is, if there is not a black agenda, we ain't rocking with you. We're not here for these lift all tide programs. We're not here for the fake, I'm black too, and we got to do this, and these Republicans are taking his rights, and you got the goddamn Chuck Schumers of the world with the SAVE Act talking about this is Jim Crow 2.0. I'm going to end on this note here. 3-hour mark, hold on. Oh, no, it's not. That song came in. Hold on. I see you, man. Give me 1 second. I'll pull you up. I thought my earpiece was going dead. Give me 1 second. But Excuse me. What we got to do is focus on ourselves. It's okay to be selfish, like I was saying here. We got to help ourselves and not help others. This is not the time to say, oh, we got to help them because they're doing down bad. No, no, no. We got to be selfish and help our own damn selves. We got to put ourselves first here. If it's not a black agenda and you're going to give us this lift all tide crap here, we got to keep it moving because that's not the get down of how we're going to keep doing things here. Before I go, let me let him up here, man. Shout out to, what's going on, Derek? Can you? I can see you, man. Can you? Your screen looking a little janky here right now. What's going on, man?
Hey, Dave. Happy birthday, man.
Oh, thank you, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. I ain't gonna be up here long, man.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, sing to you my grandma's birthday song that she used to wake me up 6 o'clock every morning and sing it to me.
Uh-oh.
Let me clear my throat. Let me clear my throat.
Here we
So
go.
today is your birthday, that's what I've been told. What a wonderful feeling, you're 1 more year old. On the cake there be candles and lit and new, and the whole world be singing happy birthday to you. Yay, happy birthday day, yay.
All right, I give it to you. I ain't gonna be an asshole. I'll give it to you. Shout out to you, Derek. I appreciate that, man.
Oh, man, that's all I wanted to say,
Derek,
man.
though, Derek, pause, though. Huge pause, though. Because anytime you sing to another man, got to be pause-worthy, okay? But I appreciate it, man. Thank you, man. But before I let you go, man, how you living over there, man? Everything good over your way?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I've been following this story out of Cleveland, where it is hyena deleted her kids and put them in suitcases. So I've been following that story, but everything's good. Everything's good. Hey, you guys can thank Dave for my jankiness, and I learned from the best.
Nigga, why you lying?
I learned from the best.
Nigga, why you lying? You ain't got no jankiness from me. I got 1,000 videos, and you never see me do any jankiness that you be doing, man. Why you lying tonight, man, on my birthday? Why you putting these false narratives on my character?
Hey, man, you the one who came up with a holster looking like that dude from Miami Vice.
Nah, I'm dressed like Michael B. Jordan from Sinners when at the shootout in the movie. That's what I got going on.
Oh,
right
I got that shirt. I got that shirt to say, when they was in that barn, and he was like, "Oh, you clan, y'all clan." I got a shirt that say that, y'all clan.
Okay.
Yeah. I seen you a picture of it. I seen you the link. I think I still got the link, and see if you want to get it too. I follow this guy. He's a movie critic, and he has the shirts.
Okay.
Real quick.
Yeah.
You remember that guy that came after you? We made fun of him because he had like shark teeth, and he was like,
video. Yeah, I saw homeless Snaggletooth. Yeah. I saw.
Yeah. He went after Missy.
He came after Messy. I did see that. I was driving. And I was just trying to put a YouTube video on while I'm driving, and I saw Messy, and I saw the dude, the Snaggletooth. I was like, he's still around here doing this jankiness, man.
He did the same thing. He tried to do the same thing to her, like he tried to do to you. And
Leonard, that's Leonard's name. Yeah, you can't trust Leonard like that because he came off cool to me. He was rocking with me in the beginning. When I first came on the scene and he was in my comment section, he'd be in my live chats, and then he would go in and he was bigging up me and everything like that. And then out of left field, he started turncoat. And I saw that, I was like, oh, see, I had to realize like certain people who go so hard and want to cake for people and then go left. I saw what he's doing here. He's trying to use me for the play here, but I never gave him that much, airtime in the chat. I see certain people like, oh yeah, I appreciate it, right? And out of left field, he started making videos against me. I was like, what the hell is wrong with this dude? So I already know, man, cats like that, you can't trust them. You know what I'm saying? They're clout chasers. No, he'll use you
Yeah,
to get in your chat. He'll usually get in your chat and then try to bring your defenses down. And then all of a sudden, then he'll come out of left field and then cut your ankles from you. But I never gave him that energy until I saw him making videos, and then that's when I started going in on him and everything like that.
I
But
remember
people
he's like, "Thanks for the subs, Dave. Thanks for the
he
sub."
But here's the thing, he didn't get no subs though. Like the only thing that he got when he went after me, when he would make videos, he'll get like 100 views. And then when he came after me, he'll get like 200 views. Literally, he'll get like 30 to 50 views and it'll be like 200 when he would react to me. It's like, dude, no one's rocking with you to give you these views. They give you the extra because my people say, "What are you talking about Dave for?" But after that, then they didn't get no bounce back. It didn't get no credit. He was clout chasing for real. And cats like that, nah, man. I already see him. And also too, when you see cats with teeth like that, you can't trust them, man, because they got halitosis. They got bad hygiene when their teeth is that bad, Joe. Just give them the buck here. Anybody who got teeth like that got bad hygiene. You got bad hygiene, you can't be trusted. I'm sorry, man.
I sent you the video.
When you got bad hygiene like that, I don't believe you wash your ass every day.
I sent you,
dude.
I sent you the video.
Hey, Derek, you remember he claimed to have this nice ass house. My house is so big, I got 2 furnaces. I'm like, yeah, okay, you got 2 furnaces. Okay, that means you got your house maybe 2,500 square feet at least. You know what I mean? But it's like he over here talking all this stuff, and I see them teeth, and I see all that tartar. Like he needed more than tartar control crest. How stuff that the plaque was just building up, and then you see the mounds and mounds, and then he had missing teeth, so you had 1 tooth here, and then like 2 miles later was the next tooth and things of that nature with the tooth assist and everything like that. And then you see the tartar crust build up, and then he's trying to. And the thing is, cats like that want to smile all the goddamn time. Why are you smiling when your mouthpiece is looking hideous like who shot motherfucking John? You know what I'm saying? So so cats like that, they got low
We
self-esteem,
roasted that guy that day.
Yeah.
He didn't come back in the chat. He got roasted
I made
hard.
thumbnails with him. And here's the thing. He couldn't do nothing when the whole chat was roasting when I was on the same time. So it was like literally 100-on-1. And he picked the wrong battle because he wouldn't come into the chats doing that. So cats like that, I learned the hard way. Not the hard way, but I learned early in the YouTube game. Like, look out for people who go that hard the way it is, and then this turncoat like that because they got their channel. They use that to try to build their subs up. But people recognize you can't build the audience by tearing down other people, and you don't even got nothing to give the people.
Yes, sir. Well, Dave, man, I'm gonna get out for here, man. I'm glad you back. I'll be talking about your hair and your
appreciate you coming
blue
through,
magic and your juice box. Where your juice box, Dave?
I only use blue magic for my sides, okay? When you see like this, the blue magic only goes in the sides, okay? I still use blue magic, guys. The blue and the green ones, okay? Even though it's green, the blue magic come in the green tub too, right?
Green and blue.
I use that for my sides, and I use that for the gray beard now. My locks are different products though. My locks, I can't use blue magic on the locks because it makes my hair too soft, and then the new growth won't lock up because my hair is already soft anyway. Because I don't got nappy hair.
You can't have soft hair, man. You can't have soft hair.
Want to say that you got nappy hair, Tells like you got nappy hair, nigga. No, I ain't got no damn nappy hair.
Well, man, I love you, man. I'm glad you back.
I appreciate you too, Derek. I clown you,
man. I see you in the streets, man. I see you in the streets. All right,
you, Derek, man. Stay up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's Derek. I give Derek. But here's the thing. We're closing out now. We've been here for 3 hours now. I gotta go get me some birthday cake. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing with Derek. When we talk about FBAs and whatnot, here's the situation here. If we clown you, that means how much we like you and we rock with you. That's how FBAs are. As when we were kids and we were young, and when we roasted and we had our sessions in the dozens, we only did that to the people that we rock with the most, right? See, other groups, other Africans, they get mad and frustrated when we Jones and we rib and we play the dozens. What is wrong with you, nigga? Why are you making fun of me? Why are you hating me? Why are you beating me up? No, this is what we do. You know, my cousin will call me up. When my cousin calls me up, the first thing I do to answer the phone, I be like, "What's up, nigga?" And then I just start roasting his ass. Like, man, I just go to roasting. That's what we do. If I can't roast you, it means I don't like you. And that's something that we've done with each other. I forgot who was saying that. Tariq was saying this, but also other people have been saying this too as well. This is how we built ourselves to be strong. If you could take a roast session with your friends, you could handle anything else when you're in the outside world, because we came for the kill and we came for the jokes, right? And then when it was all said and done, we kept it moving. We kicked it. We went to holla at girls. We went to the club. We went to the bar, got our drinks where you get your smoke on. We young played video games, whatever the case may be. And even when we're doing these things, we get right back to the roasting. Look at this square ass dude here. What kind of drink you drinking, fool? We do that to people we like, who we rock with, who we love, right? If I can't Jones you, then that means that we can't kick it. Other groups can't even get that straight. They don't understand that. And that what makes us different. That makes us a special group of people. That's what makes us strong. That's what makes us hold up when times are rough. When our closest ones can destroy us, and then we can come back and laugh at it. So when we go back out, when we go outside to the real world, and when the world try to denigrate us, we taking the worst from our peoples. And so we know how to handle that when we're in the game of action here. You know what I mean? I got another super here. Shout out to my man Jay here with another $2 holla, pushing the blue plate here, saying Tommy Samora got at Leonard years ago. Oh, for real? I didn't know that. Thank you, Jay, for the $2 holla. Salud, thank you for the holla. I appreciate you. Thank you. And right back at you with the holla. I will say this, though. I don't even give a damn. Where's it at? I don't give a damn. Tommy Sotomayor. Him. I don't care. He's a clown. He ain't FBA. He's one of the main proponents over years talking about black women and black people this and black people that. This food ain't even goddamn FBA. So you know what though? This is what I say to cats like that. Him. I see him on Twitter right now or X, and he making comments about black women and try to put that. That's what I was talking about earlier. Cats like him, Jay, who try to put everything under flat bladders under the boat here. Right? Nah. That's why he ain't popping no more, and he won't be popping ever again. Okay? He had his run, and he messed up now, and he ain't never coming back. So sayonara to his janky ass. All right? He gonna pop up now and then, but he's a non-factor. Okay? Nah, so Leonard's just making his rounds, getting roasted by everybody. He getting roasted by tethers. He getting roasted by janky people. That's what happens when you're a goddamn snaggletooth, halitosis breath, looking like, you've been chewing on rocks and lead and stuff like that for the rest of your goddamn life, okay? Like a Loch Ness fucking monster. You get roasted by everybody. You know what I mean? Derek, you brought back memories, Pitball. Derek versus Big Man. That was a great roast battle. Oh, I missed that. Project says facts, Dave. Hey, you know we talking about Project Leroy. You know the game, baby. Yeah. Chewing on bush meat, man. Man. I wouldn't be surprised if Leonard is over there eating Monkey McNuggets. I wouldn't be surprised if Leonard eats Monkey McNuggets. He's eating bamboo steaks. He's over here, he's eating cheetah broccoli. You know what I mean? He over here eating raccoon macaroni and cheese and everything like that. Because you can see the way he got that southern mouth the way it is like that. I wouldn't be surprised if he's already eating monkey barbecue ribs, you know what I'm saying, with the extra glaze, with the extra hairy bush meat on there. You know what I'm saying? Rhinoceros tip. The T-bone tips. All right. That's the get down. Exactly. Lemon pepper hyena. Exactly, man. Extra lemon pepper. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talk. Cats like that, that's what they eating over there. Not just the tethers, the snaggletooth motherfuckers. Okay? Over there getting down and dirty and down. All right. Acting like Dirty D from Pootie Tang and everything, because god damn it, he's dirty. Exactly, man. Gorilla gravy with extra thick, all right? Got to throw a little bit of extra flour or a little bit of extra cornstarch in there. Make that gorilla gravy a little bit thicker, you know what I mean? He said, hell no, not Monkey McNuggets. Hell yeah, that's straight raw bush meat, you know what I'm saying? You got the camo casserole with some cheese on there, with some, oh, come on, don't get me started on them cats here. And you know what they're like? Guys, you do realize out here in Chicago O'Hare, we had another bushmeat invasion. O'Hare Airport caught bushmeat coming in. I had to show my boss. I was in New York. I'm saying this and I'm ending the show now. when I was the last time I was in New York a few weeks ago, I had to show my boss the bushmeat that got the O'Hare. He didn't believe me. He's like, "There's bushmeat, David O'Hare?" I said, "Yes, Hareem. We got bushmeat at O'Hare Airport." He's like, "Nah, Google it right now." And then next you know, you saw this chart-looking bat who had teeth bigger than me. It was all the teeth were straight white, and the dude was charred that I don't know. If it was a crow, if it was a monkey mixed with a crow. I don't know what the hell that thing was, but it was at O'Hare Airport, and they got caught bringing that stuff in the country. That's why we delineate right now, because we don't eat that damn shit there. I saw that, I was like, yo, I wanted to throw up right then and there. We don't eat the bushmeat, okay? No. Got me stumbling right now. No. They keep sending the bushmeat at O'Hare. Yes, guys, I want y'all, if you guys get a chance, Google bushmeat at O'Hare Airport, because I live 30 minutes from O'Hare Airport. It's nothing but bushmeat that they try to get through there, because O'Hare now is actually the busiest airport in America right now. To Orlando, I know they say your airport was. They just reported today that O'Hare is the busiest airport for the last 2 years, okay? And that's why they do that. They try to push the bushmeat to Chicago. Man. Got you cracking up here. Is that the dogs wouldn't go near it. Man, the dogs know better. The dogs know bushmeat. It's like, bushmeat. The dogs know better. Bushmeat. Nah, man, that's why we eat the same, man. We don't eat bushmeat. And then try to say, you guys eat raccoons and rabbits and stuff like that. Man, y'all eat rhinoceros burgers. You know what I'm saying? And you use the blood for ketchup. What are we talking about here, man? Hartsfield's way better than O'Hare. It may be to Orlando, you know what I'm saying? But I was letting you know it was busier, though. They just said that today. I was reading about it, you know? Because Southwest is moving out of O'Hare right now. They're going back to Midway. They can't hang. You know, it's too big. They can't hang with United and everybody else. Yeah, that's how you know we different, people. That's not how we know we FBA. You know, have you ever tried bushmeat? Hell no. No. I'd rather starve than eat bushmeat and dirt cookies. No. See, that is not our culture. That is not how we get down. We don't rock with that. You know, we're the culture when it comes to food. When you see soul food, when you see the rib tips, and you see, you know, the macaroni and cheese, and depending on how you eat your grits, you know, and we talk about the way we cook our potatoes, you know, salmon croquets, you know what I'm saying? Like, the way my mom and her sister, all her aunts and everything, and how they cook, it ain't never been no bushmeat in the vicinities. Derek said 30 minutes in what direction? I'm southwest. I'm the southwest suburbs, Derek. So I'm southwest from the airport. You know what I mean? He said meerkat burgers. Exactly, man. Eating meerkat burgers. Yeah, man. The camel chitlin. Hey, man, shoot, camel chitlins. That's a hard one, man. Eating camel chitlins. Ooh, they probably eat that too. This is good, nigga. You don't know what you're missing. Camel chitlins. Just need a little pepper. No. Yeah, them rib tips, man. Them monkey rib tips be happening, man. The gorilla tips. Hey, man, them sirloin gorilla tips. Hey, come on, man. Stop playing me. I have frog legs and hey, that's a southern thing. Yeah, I've had frog legs. You go to many restaurants there have frog legs. What's that restaurant? I can't think of it. It's a seafood restaurant. I can't even think of it right now. Dang it. They're around the nation. They got a couple up here. Man, as soon as I walk in, it's high end too. They sell frog legs up in there in Alligator. Yeah. We call them salmon cakes. Okay. We call them croquet up here. My mom made the best salmon croquets, yo. She can burn them bad boys. When I say burn, she can cook some salmon croquet. Yo, man, she know what she doing with that bad boy, man. Yeah, croquet fire with hot sauce, man, dude. Don't get me started to Orlando, man. Shoot, that's one thing I hate about my mom having her stroke right now, because I know she can't drive right now, and I don't know how she ain't gonna be able to cook. And the one thing my mom could do was burn her ass off. That's the saddest thing I could think of her, because she can't burn like she can no more, man. It says, dirt cookies with mud pies. God damn. He says, Gator nuggets. All right, shout out to the Gator. I'm not a big fan of Gator. It's okay, you know. It's okay. I'm not a big fan of it, though. I've had it, like I said. Kyle supported tripling the visa. Yeah, she did, Clifton. Don't get me started on it. I talked about her. I'm going to come back to her again. You know, I couldn't stand her at Jesse Jackson's funeral talking about, I told y'all it'll happen. Man, please, get your ass out of here. Talking about that. Says, I'm going to stop by. What's your zip code again? 601, none of your goddamn business. There you go. They use a lot of Frank's Red Hot sauce because they put that ish on everything. Frank's is fire though, but you can't put it. Yeah, there you go, Papado. Thank you, George. Yeah, I'm doing a show. I had a brain fart. Papado, yeah, there's a Papado about like 20 minutes away from me. Yeah, man, they sell frog legs all the time there, man. They shoot very expensive over there too. They ain't playing that Papado, you know. Yeah, they good though. Yeah, thank you, George. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Hey guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you for the 3 hours. Not bad 3 hours, man. For the first time. Here's what I need you guys to do, guys. I need you guys to comment, like, subscribe, click on the bell notification below. Appreciate everybody coming through on the first live back in literally 3 months, guys. You know what I'm saying? It's been what? The last live I did, and I dropped that content, was in December. But check it out, guys. Like I said, the renovations is done in the house here now. I no longer have a destitute crib with, places, chairs everywhere and dust and everything like that. So I got the studio hooked up, and Tdnd clowning me every day. Like, this nigga ain't never gonna stream no more. This nigga scared to come online. Well, that's over now, okay? So, we said, hey, Dave, you said, can you cover tenderism? Oh, yeah, I'll talk about, hey, you know what, though? Yeah, I'll talk about tenderism, man. I saw his interview the other day, too, man. That's a good story. I mean, I missed out on the core of that, but I'll talk about that again, man. That's a good story. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's why, what's it, Destination Smokehouse? They empty as hell, man. Ain't no one going to that spot, man. Yes, I might talk about that, man. Thank you, Chelsea. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with my daughter. I think she made me a cake. My little 8-year-old daughter, Zoe, she made me a little cake. She was all geeked up and everything. So I want to go upstairs and see the kind of cake she made, and see what she did for daddy, and kind of go there. Sounds good. Enjoy your birthday. Yeah, man. Shoot. I think Jason Black come on tonight. So here's what I'm gonna let you know, guys. Like, as I come back here, I'm probably gonna keep this same time schedule because as I try to get back into the algorithm, I'm not gonna fight the big dogs, okay? Especially on like a Friday night. Like Jason Black's gonna come. Is Jason Black coming on right now? If he's not already on, I can't compete with Jason Black on the weekends, okay? I can't compete with the Tariq Nasheeds of the world. So while I get back in the algorithm, I'm gonna come on early. That way that y'all can go ahead and rock with the big dogs. I ain't competing with them until I can get that big again. But you know what I mean? But we gonna get out of here, guys. I think y'all to comment, like, subscribe, and click on the bell notification, and show your love. Shout out to the replay gang who's gonna be watching this. You say, I know I'm getting comments saying, damn, Dave dropped a live. I didn't see the notification. So shout out to y'all, shout out to everybody in the chat here right now. I see Derek, I see Chelsea, I see my man Project Leroy, T Orlando, pinballs in the game here. My girl Sheila in the house. I see you all the time, girl. Shout out to you, girl. Who else was in the chat here, man? Jay was keeping me going here, man. Shout out to Pooh Man, the greatest mind in the game. Shout out to you. Shout out to my man JD in the building. Divine Photos pulled through. Shout out to y'all, man. Who else came through, man? I'm trying to see, man. I'm just scrolling up to the chat here. MOP was in the building. Shout out to MOP. Shout out to you, man. Thomas was in the building. Ty Pro was in the building. I know I'm gonna miss some people here, man. I'm just showing love to everybody who's in the chats. I've been gone for a long time and everything like that. So turn your notifications on, guys. If you didn't get the notification, turn it off and turn it back on, or unsubscribe, subscribe, turn notifications back on, and then rock out with me. So depending on how it goes, the next time I do a live, you will see it posted early, so it won't be no last minute thing here. So on that note, guys, we're gonna rock out. Enjoy the rest of y'all Friday night. On that note, deuces, people.
Se arregla con dinero. Money world. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción. Yeah. No me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes, tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo voy. Money world, yeah. El mundo quiere dinero, yeah, yeah. Money world, se arregla con dinero, Money world, corazón, de corazón. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Ella de corazón, de corazón, plata no te hace ser feliz. Money work, el mundo quiere dinero. Yeah, 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 yeah. Money work, money work, money work, money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work, lunático.